Okay, so I fixing some of the rules. Um, Alex, your character, the ticket they bought, each ticket you buy gives you 8 punches. So instead of having 9, you actually have 16 right now.
More candy apples.
Depending on how many you used. I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure Alex used a lot and bought a lot.
Who would like to recap?
I could try, I suppose.
I believe in you, Brandon. You got this.
Is everyone here and ready?
Yes.
Alright, so last time, Hillshack, and give me your other characters' names. Victoria,
And
yes, and
finish it.
I don't remember.
Abigail.
Try.
Her name is
Abigail.
Fuck you.
Victoria, Hill, Shack, and Abigail all showed up at a.
Archibald.
Her name isn't Abigail.
Oh, god damn it!
Archibald.
Girls, stop!
Archibald showed up at the front gate of a circus, to which they had all received letters from with a ticket inside. And they had all lost something. And they all entered the fair grounds and started participating in fairground activities such as getting a wish or something. Whatever. That part's not important, anyways. But so as they went through the fair, they all engaged in some activities such as flying around in a dragonfly. One dragonfly went crazy, and a what are those bird guys called?
Yeah, someone's life was in danger, and instead of trying to save them, Hill decided to harass a Kenku or something.
Oh, right, the crazy Kenku made a dragonfly go crazy, and Hill went in hot pursuit, but lost him shortly after. And there was a talking tree. I believe Hill made friends with him. And lost and found. We went to check there to see if we could find anything. There was it was like a tiger butterfly or something like that. It was in charge of the lost and found. Didn't seem to know much, but it gave Victoria a bunch of ideas. It gave the talking tiger thing.
Displacer beast.
Yes, a displacer beast gave Victoria ideas to find out more information about the fair and stuff. It also held her captive for a while. And then there was a goose ride, I think, or something, that both Victoria and Abigail went on. I kind of zoned out for that part, though, so I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I think it told them information.
Archibald.
Yeah, they got information from it about behind the scenes going on, I think. But again, I zoned out for that part, so I'm not entirely sure on it. And then while that was happening, Hill got into found some some little goblins that were holding a like a wrestling competition. And even though it was supposed to be a one-on-one, Hill thought he could take them both on, and he lost the first time. But he won the second time, but then lost the third time, just barely.
And don't forget the time Hillshack harassed a carnival attendant.
Harassed is a strong word.
I think harass is an appropriate word.
He just picked him up by his shirt and held him
Yeah,
against his will.
that sounds like assault, in fact.
But it all turned out good in the end. The mood went down, and
We also donated some buttons.
oh right, we donated buttons. Where did that get us?
Got you to remember that you donated buttons.
Yes, we donated buttons. Hillshack almost flashed some people because of it.
Explain.
Well, he only had one button, and it was what was keeping his pants up. So as soon as he donated the button, his pants fell down. Luckily, he had some undergarments on. And then he pulled his pants back up and, tied it off. And I believe Victoria also played a little bit of goblin wrestling and won.
Yeah. Outperformed Hill in wrestling.
And she even got a useful item out of it, I believe. And then we were on our way to the next attraction when the session ended. Right? Did I miss anything?
That's about what I remember. Does the mood go up because Hill made friends with that tree and Archibald made friends with the goose?
The mood is currently medium. Keep in mind, Hillshack attempted to strong arm a random employee.
Well, hold on. You mean
Well,
literally strong arm? It was not like I was trying to.
It went up twice. It went up once when we gave a button, and then again when Victoria found a child. And then it went down twice. One because Hillshack strong-armed a guy, and because someone fell out of the sky or something.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's back to the mid.
It's mid.
It's mid.
But no ups from the befriending.
Befriending? I mean,
Yeah, befriending the carnival folks. That tree seemed pretty happy.
he was very happy. He's a happy guy. But no extra ups. Just mid.
Just
That's
mid.
too bad.
And you also asked me to remind you that I was looking for the Kanku.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. So, let's see. You started the ticket booth. You went to the lost property, tried to kill the lost property cat, and then realized that he was in charge there. Let me see. You went to the dragonflies.
Oh, right, yeah. That was Abigail's idea, though.
Completely lost.
Archibald to kill the cat.
Completely lost what you were doing and just continued doing whatever.
Yeah, we ran after the cat, and then we saw dragonflies, and I'm like, ooh.
Let's see. Archibald tried to mind meld with a dragonfly and wound up becoming more like a dragonfly herself. And y'all rode a goose while Hill was passed out from getting chokeholded by some goblins. And meanwhile, at the beginning of the night, going back in time a little bit, we have Jas in the staff area. So let's Let's go over there. I just made this, so bear with me. I'm not good at things. Alright, do you see your character?
No.
Kayla,
Yeah?
do you see your character?
No.
No. Do you see black?
No. I see a campground.
You see a campground. You don't see your character in the middle?
Is her character on the GM layer?
Let's go ahead and drop it down to the token layer. How's that?
I see me.
There you are. All right. So, now, let's see.
We just lost Alex.
Alex disappeared. Alex is back.
Yeah, he's back.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. Having trouble finding the information again. So much in here. Oh, jeez. I don't know how you guys do this so well.
Practice. And a lot of deception.
A lot of deception.
We fuck up all the time.
Well, anyway, Jas, you need to do something that has to do with your letter you got.
I'm supposed to find some people, right?
Well, you want to go and get your knife back, right?
Yeah.
Well, you would already know that in order to leave the carnival for more than one day, Witch and Light don't allow you to continue your employment. You'd have to come back to us. So you have to put in your resignation in order to go find this. And you also know from the letter that there's others that you should be looking for. So first thing you want to do is you want to go talk to Witch and Light about your resignation in order to find your pocket watch. And if I could find the frickin' information about that, make things a lot easier. Anyway, we're in the first hour. The carnival is open. You are in the staff area, and Witch and Light are in the... You would know which one it is. It's the large one here. The large, what is it called? Wagon.
Knock, knock, knock.
Okay. Oh my goodness. And this guy's hanging out
Fine.
in the front. You know Thaco. Just another employee there, but he mostly hangs out in the back.
Wait, what is his name?
Thaco?
To hit armor class?
Huh?
Never mind.
What are we
Is
talking
it
about?
THACO?
Yeah.
It's to hit armor
That's
class.
exactly what I was thinking.
To hit armor. What?
It's a AD&D thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's Thaco, and
Just
he's
gives him a little punch on the shoulder.
yeah. He just eyes you, and he's like, "What do you want?"
I need to speak to Mr. Light.
Let me see. Hey, boss, Jas is here. Okay, so then. Where is it? I'm having so much trouble right now. I'm so sorry. Yes, Light? Or yes, Jas? I'm Light. What can I do for you?
Does he appear normal to me?
Yeah. Well, he's in his makeup. He always is.
Yeah, but like nothing strange about him.
No.
Okay. Well, I have some news.
Go on.
I'm needing to take a sabbatical.
Ah. And how long would you need to go?
I'm not sure. I need to find something, and I'm not sure how long that will take.
Well, you know we won't be waiting for you.
I know.
Well, you can tender your resignation, and of course, you'll be welcome back if you can come back, but you'll have to find us. We will never be in the same place, as you well know. May I ask what you're leaving for? I thought you liked it here.
Oh, I do very much. This is my home. But I lost something from my past, and it's very important to me that I find it.
I lost something again. He mumbles to himself. I mean, that's too bad. Well, you'll have to find it, of course. I wish you the best of luck. Of course, you probably won't find it, but that's your journey. Another one. All right. Well, I'll let Witch know, and if you need anything, just let me know.
Yes, actually, since I won't be an employee here, could I have a free ticket for today?
A free ticket? Oh, well. You know, I don't usually do these types of things. You know, talk to the ticket booth, and let him know I sent you.
Thank you, Mr. Light. I hope to be back soon.
Yes, well, we know how that turns out. Take care.
You as well. And then Jess will head off.
Alright, so then I assume Jas will be heading to the ticket booth.
Yes. Sorry, I was reading John's message.
Yeah, it turns out that if you leave the carnival for more than a day, you can't work here anymore. So I don't know how Oleta got away with it.
It's because she's still working. She just doesn't know it.
She's a
If you leave the
recruiter.
carnival for more than a day, you don't work there anymore?
Yeah.
She's employed as like a ticketeer. Like she goes around spraying the word.
Okay, so we'll head out back to the main area. The carnival has opened. You got the Calliope playing its music. You got all the other employees at their booths or their attractions. Everybody's, having a good time. Stilt walkers and fire eaters and all kinds of pixies and goblins and everything's going on. As you head towards the ticket booth, you do notice a man taking the button off of his pants to give to a ladybug dressed goblin, and his pants falling down right next to a child and a young lady.
Why do you say child like it's strange for a kid to be here?
Well, I mean, like
Probably the most normal thing here.
a demon-looking girl with a guy taking off his pants next to a child. I'm sure that's normal.
In the letter that I received, did I get any kind of physical description of the people I was looking for?
No. But you do feel an instant connection when you see them. Like you feel like you're there for the same reasons or along the same lines.
Okay. Yeah, it did say like I would know them when I saw them, right?
Right. But you're gonna continue on to the ticket booth for now, and they're gonna go on their merry way while you go check in with what's his name when I find the information.
Yeah, Jess is probably like, I really hope that was a false positive.
Okay, so you get to the ticket booth. I'm gonna read you some things that everybody else saw, but you haven't seen. Okay, a silver statue of a dancing fairy is mounted on the roof of this ticket booth, was surrounded by fluttering butterflies. The booth is decorated with an animated depiction of the night sky with shooting stars across it. An elderly goblin perched behind the ticket counter, peering at you quizzically through a spyglass. He lowers his spyglass and calls out to you. You would know him as Nicholas, and he's elderly, but he's very sharp, and you would know that. He keeps people out when they're trying to sneak in, as long as he can keep track of everyone. He's got a couple of Witchlight hands around that if he calls for them, they can escort people out. Oh,
Hello, Nicholas.
Jas! I have a letter here for you. Here.
Oh, excellent.
Do read it out loud, would you mind?
That's a breach of privacy.
Okay. Well,
It's fine. I'm not an employee anymore anyways.
I know. I got the letter from Light just now. My pixie just brought it to me. And here's the ticket. He holds it out to you.
I will take it in the letter.
And he pulls it back for a second. He's like, just remember, don't be sharing that we give out free tickets.
Oh, we don't give out free tickets.
That's right. And he pulls it. He lends it out to you again. And so now you have your letter. You have your ticket. I'm not really sure how to catch you up with everyone else. Did you have anything in mind that you wanted to do?
Well, I think that Jess would just look around and probably just try and see if anybody else gives him that feeling that he felt besides the people he saw.
Okay. Let me see here.
I feel like Archie, at least, would be trying to
I
find
cannot hear you at all. Alex?
can you hear me?
Yes.
It's better.
I feel like Archie at least be trying to watch people coming and going out of Mr. Witchlight's, trailer area that we got pointed to.
Well, you wouldn't be there just yet. You were doing all the other things, trying to find the displacer beast and
Still on the swan, but
going on the dragonflies and, yes, going on the swans for a long time. Um,
after that, I'm like watching that area.
right, right. I hate how difficult it is to find everything.
More carnival games is the answer.
In the like area where all your stuff is, you can type into the search bar for things you're looking for.
But yeah, I'd have to know the name of what I'm looking for, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Because some things aren't as simple as that. Like if I'm looking for, because you'd be looking out for them or anybody else that you feel a connection with. And there's an actual thing I wanted to look at for you. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
10.
A 10.
Super average.
Okay. Well, as a 10, as you're searching around, you notice a few things kind of strange. At one point, when you turn a corner, you see regular merriment, people having a good time. But in the middle of a bunch of people walking around, you see a little girl wearing a pig mask, holding a lollipop, all by herself, unmoving, just staring at you. And when you catch this, you try to start walking towards her. Somebody walks past who's a little larger, and she's gone. And
Creepy.
yes, and
Also, it had to be a pig mask.
had to be a pig mask. And it's very strange because she was so still while everyone else is having a good time. It's almost as though nobody even noticed her. They're just walking past her. And at another point, when you're passing a couple stalls, you notice a shadow. But it's like out of the corner of your eye, you see a shadow move as though somebody's walking past. But you turn and there's nothing there. And that's how average your skills are right now at noticing anything.
That's fair.
Along the way, you did notice I believe it was a halfling falling out, being taken for a wild ride by dragonfly before falling almost to his death, but he was rescued, and somebody causing a ruckus, and you saw a large bugbear with a jack-o'-lantern on his head go towards the ruckus, and you would know this as Burley. He's the brute of the carnival. He's a very nice guy, but he's the enforcer, so he goes and takes care of problems. As he passes, he looks at you, says, "Hey, Jazz." Just keeps
Hey.
just keeps walking on his way. Um, Let me see. Is there anything else you would notice? Is there anything else you'd want to do while you're searching around?
No, I don't think so. I think I'd just be mostly focused on people, since I know I'm supposed to be finding people.
Okay. Well, at some point while you're searching, you would notice the same guy that you saw earlier taking off his pants is passed out at a wrestling booth, a little goblin wrestling booth. And the other two that you saw earlier approach, and the guy who was passed out gets up and he continues trying to wrestle, and he wins. And then he wants to double or nothing, in which case he loses and loses his winnings, which was just a glass vial with a cork on top and bottom. He lost that now, so, and he lost a bunch of ticket punches for it. He didn't realize that double or nothing means double the ticket punches as well. And that's where y'all left off, correct?
Yeah, we were heading to
Remind me again what was in the. Because Victoria ended up winning that bottle afterwards, right?
Did she?
no, she won something else.
Yeah, I thought she won something else.
I have a pack of face paint. Is that what it was?
Yes, it was a face paint that lets you use
Disguise self.
self one time.
Okay, that's what I have in my notes. Okay.
Yes.
All right, well, I will, after walking these grounds and not feeling that connection to anybody else, I will walk up to the group. What time of day is it?
We are in. Let's see. The carnival opens at nightfall, and we are in the third hour. So, I want to say 10. No, because the Bigtop Extravaganza is at midnight, so it must be 11. I believe.
10, 11, midnight, and then all the way until 4 or 5 in the morning?
Yeah, it goes all night. It's an 8-hour thing. But basically, it opens when the sun goes down. It's not really a timing thing. It's just when the sun goes down, that's when it opens, and it's open for 8 hours a night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
Right. Jess will walk up and say, "Hello, guest. Good evening."
Hello, do you work here?
Not as of less than an hour ago.
Right, because you called us guests, and so I assumed.
Well, what should I call you?
My name's Victoria. Hello.
I'm Hillshack.
Is there any coffee?
This is Abigail.
Oh, I guess to be more in character, Victoria will do a kind of curtsy, lifting her dress as she introduces herself.
Well, you are a very interesting family.
No, we're not
Thank
a
you.
family.
Oh, my apologies. I just assumed.
I have no idea who these people are.
Now, Victoria, we spent the entire day together. Doesn't that make us friends at least?
We've only known each other for 2 hours.
It's been at least. Well, it felt like a whole day.
We've been
Ate
all
very many sweets.
we've been able to bond over our shared loss.
Shared loss? What are you referring to?
Well, I mean, we went on that, the ride with the ambient birds and
Oh, you mean literal loss. I thought you were talking about how you lost the carnival games.
I don't know
Well,
what he's referring to.
in my mind, I won the carnival games.
I also won the
No, we watched you lose more tickets.
Yeah, a loss of tickets, but a gain of strength and self-confidence.
wisdom from having been defeated.
Well, certainly not respect from the goblins.
The goblins, they're a crafty bunch.
Well, I gained many sweet treats and edible trinkets, and it was very well worth it.
Yes, I realized that my ticket had more punches on it than I thought, and I went back and bought some candy apples.
It's damn near
Yeah,
triple what I
same,
originally thought.
same. It's a weird coincidence, right?
Plan to eat until I am well into the fatigue condition.
It's not a carnival without the junk food.
That I haven't had a proper meal in weeks, so this is quite urging for me.
Oh, but again, to introduce myself, and she curtsies, I'm Victoria. I don't recall if you gave us your name or not.
I did not. My name is Jess.
Hello, Jas.
Willkommen. I am Archibald. I am the perennial sage from the city of Neverwinter.
Is all the women in Neverwinter as beautiful as you, Archibald?
Oh, you sweet. I dare say not.
You're from Neverwinter? I thought you were from Candlekeep.
Oh no, I studied there, but I was born and raised in Neverwinter. I'm what you call a rare exotic flower.
I was born and raised in Waterdeep. Did school in Neverwinter.
Really? You
Yes.
attended the Queen's Academy?
The Queen's Rose, yes.
Oh, adorable. They have the ultimate course in how you say what do you call it? Court etiquette. They teach
Huh?
you to be a proper wife to a powerful man.
Well, no, I mean, 2 or 3 generations ago that might have been a thing, but, yeah, after that volcano exploded, things kind of became more militant around there. The dueling club exploded in popularity.
Oh, just as good. I, of course, have been attending archaeology and, the other one.
Oh, literature
Active
is
course.
literature is also
Interpretation.
quite popular in the Queen's Rose. Many kinds of different fictions. I had taken up the literary arts myself.
Oh, do you write the, what do you call it, the fan fiction?
I've tried writing my own works, but it doesn't seem to pick up as well as my fan fictions do, yes.
Ah, adorable. I prefer the old masters, of course, the Netherese and Liches, what have you.
I prefer stone tablets.
Excuse me.
Yeah, much easier to read than all that nonsense on books.
You might enjoy the cartoon strips they have in the newspaper sometimes.
That you can read anything on an ancient tablet is either exceptionally impressive or equally asinine.
My wife used to read. I used to read my wife, I used to read my daughter's stone tablets to bed.
Stone tablet. Where did you get them?
You know, ancient temples.
What?
I refuse to believe you've actually ever been to an ancient temple.
You see a stone tablet and you tear it off the ground and take it
Right.
with you.
Well,
Why would you
anyway,
do that?
Good reading material.
Yeah,
we
that's
have many more
desecration.
tickets. Let's participate in some more as the carnival games.
Jess, are you into reading stone tablets at all?
Please do not humor him. He is very mentally unequipped.
Kayla, are you okay?
He's crying from laughter.
It's just
That's
so
all.
funny.
From sheer loss, we have all lost something.
Like, oh, I read this stone tablet because, I'm a man.
This is called the Fred Flintstone syndrome. We have studied this in school.
We don't need any weak paper.
Well, paper crumbles within their manly, masculine hands, so it has to be stone.
The pages need to be resilient enough to turn.
Because they'll just ball it up in a fist and shake it at the nearest adversary. And they will go, oh yeah!
You've killed Kayla Brandon.
Good job.
Sorry about that.
Just these socialites talking about literature. It's like, yes, I read on stone.
So anyway, do you, are you new around here? Or? This is my second time at the carnival. And I think actually it's all of our second times around the Sound off as this is your second time around the carnival.
Second time around the carnival. First time was not so good.
This is my second time. Although, speaking of that, still need to visit the feasting orchard. There's a carousel that we need to go ride. The Bigtop is in an hour. And then we need to venture south and explore that side of the carnival.
I have some words I would like to exchange with Mr. Watch and Witch and Light.
Did you want to do that now?
But whenever there's the prime opportunity.
Oh, you shouldn't bother them right now.
Oh, why not?
They're preparing for the show.
And they're surrounded by those bodyguards, the candle jacks, and the pumpkin heads.
Yeah, that pumpkin head's a crafty one.
We must wait till after the extravaganza.
Saying how you fared against those goblins, I don't think you'd be able to take on a bugbear.
Oh, I've taken on plenty of bugbears in the war.
What war?
Didn't I tell you?
You did. You mentioned the war several times. I just don't know which war you're referring to.
I've mentioned a war.
There are so many wars.
No, there's not. There hasn't been a war on Faerun for the last 150 years.
Was it the war against Tiamat? I think I read about that.
That wasn't really a war.
The war on Tiamat, the war on darkness, the war on
Those
light.
aren't
You mean
wars.
Shar?
Militaries
God
didn't
of
mobilize.
I mobilized.
It wasn't a conflict between nations or city-states.
Well, no, a war against the gods is just as much of a war.
Wherever they want me,
Oh.
I go.
I don't remember anyone recently within living memory.
There hasn't even been a war against the gods in the last 500 years.
Challenging the gods is a fool's errand.
I
So,
mean,
which war did you fight then again, and when?
All of them.
How old are you? 40? 35?
Let me check.
Is that? But I don't think that you could have fought within, a conflict between nation states in the last 40 years or so.
What is... I have to know, what is he checking?
Right? He just goes perfectly still.
Stone tablet.
Pulls out his stone tablet birth
He's just
certificate.
flipping through tablets.
He like pulls out a small stone tablet and puts
They're
it
all
back
on a
on.
ring. He just flips through them.
It's like his wallet. He has pictures of his daughter there.
I think I'm 40. Is that how old I said I was? I didn't write it down because again, while I was creating the character, the internet was.
I
Do we
told
remember
you.
any wars within the last 40 years? I'm gonna roll a history check.
If you say you're 40,
I
then
told you to fill these things out
you.
before the first session.
I think I'm 45.
I rolled a 14. What is the war actually? 20 years ago?
It's before I met my wife. Before I had a daughter.
How old is your daughter again?
Daughter is the same age as this little girl here.
Was that before or after the 8 years?
She says she's like 26.
I'm 21.
I don't think your daughter was that.
You are not 21.
Yeah, and you didn't fight in any wars.
She's got you there.
I fought in battles, alright? That's like a war.
Well, regardless of the stories we tell ourselves,
What would a child know of war, anyways?
that's not important right now. We're at the carnival.
Oh my, scary big man speaking of fight with a child. Were those the wars you fought?
I swear.
Perhaps your daughter is down by the Pixie Kingdom. We should go check.
Children these days. No respect.
Mr. Jess, you can show us to the Bubble Pot Teapot Kingdom.
Bubble Teapot Kingdom? What?
Just please get us out of here if you can, if you have the power.
But we haven't ridden the carousel yet.
I can. I'm sorry. I was expecting different people.
What do you mean?
You were expecting us?
Yes, I came to find you.
Oh, right. I've been meaning to ask you. Have you been working here for all the time?
All the time.
I mean, you've been meaning to ask her. You just met
Yeah, but they said
Have
they
I
work here.
worked here all of time?
Very long time.
I mean, the last time they came
So
around.
you were here 16 years ago.
The last time.
Not that long. I've been here 12 years.
So there's no chance you've seen my daughter.
I might have. I don't know. There's a lot of people.
She was this high. She was half elf. She was blonde.
Do the years that pass in the carnival count
Pretty
as
average.
years that
Look.
pass unfairly?
Yeah, she had blue eyes.
Did you work
Pretty
full
average.
time?
It's the cutest thing you ever seen.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I'm the cutest thing I've ever seen.
What?
What?
That ever has been seen.
Wait,
What? I'm an adorable young maiden.
who said?
I am an adorable young lady.
I lost her here last time. I turned around for 1 minute, 1 second, and she was gone.
That's very unfortunate. I didn't see something so full of life.
What did you lose?
I lost a knife.
A knife?
Yes.
Well, that doesn't seem so bad, but in the grand scheme of things.
No, it was probably a special knife.
I mean, I lost my patron. You have no idea what that feels like.
You lost what?
My patron, Zybilna.
Oh, are you a cleric?
Well, yeah, sort of.
What do you mean you lost your patron?
I did not remember that I lost her, but when I got the letter in the mail from Wildheart, Hold on, Chris. What was her name? Elia.
Eliwick
Oh, Eliwick
Tumblestrom.
Tumblewick.
But if you still worship your patron, how do you lose your patron?
Well, I communicated with her many times as when I was a child, but I
Oh, is
suppose I
it?
forgot her over the years when I lost her in this carnival.
You lost her. You wait. Who's your patron?
Zybilna. She is an archfey,
Oh, I
a
was about to say that
powerful
doesn't sound
spirit
like
of
any
nature.
god I know.
So we lost a daughter, a patron, a knife, and what did you lose again, little girl?
I think
A
that's a
dog
little
game.
bit better than a knife. But I mentioned she was an archfey.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, Mr. Witch and slash or Light are responsible for whatever has affected me, and I will have my answers from them.
They don't know anything of that stuff.
What? Do you
Um,
know anything of this Alicia Tumblewick?
Hold on a second, Jas.
What is the name?
You would know since you've been working here that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light know something about the disappearances of things and people that has been going on, but they will not tell anybody. And you wouldn't dare ask them because it'd be overstepping your
Well,
bounds as an employee.
Okay. I think I'll leave my comment the same because I think Jas would maybe feel protective of them.
Wait, why do you think Mr. Witch and Mr. Light took your patron?
well, they are the only ones in power I can see. The letter I received was from an Eliwick Tumblestrom, but the Featherina, yes, Featherina, the mobile boat creature, she did not know anything about the Tumblestrom. She said Mr. Light and Wick were in charge.
Hey, Chris, where did I get my letter from?
Mr. John Wick.
The three of you received your letters in the mail. Um,
From the same creature, I imagine. Eliwick Tumblestrom, Wild Space Bard.
and the writing is just as small as you actually have.
I assumed that, that was who owns Carnival, but the boat we were both in said that they did not know this person.
It took me 3 hours to read the letter.
Really?
I don't know who this person is either, right?
It says in your letter.
No, I mean like, but I know they have their name, but
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
don't know
them
them.
personally.
No.
But you did get the letter, right?
Yes, I received a letter as well.
Were we supposed to meet them here?
Even though you work here, you were still invited. Did you have a ticket?
Yes, I have a ticket. I don't work here any longer.
Ah. Have you had any of the fairy cakes? They are so good.
I've had more than enough.
So you don't work here? Oh, that's right. You said you quit, and you've been working here for 12. Did they offer you pension?
What's a pension?
Well, I suppose your retirement package is you can ride 8 rides free via the ticket.
I just have a ticket.
Uh-huh.
I think you might want to talk to this domain's labor office.
Still, we should visit the Pixie Kingdom in case it is, adorable.
So, since you're working here, do you have any? Since you used to work here, do you have any leads on your knife?
I I know it was stolen by a thief, and weird things have been happening at the carnival. That's
Did
all I really know.
Did you see the Kanku?
What?
The Kanku. He's the one that made the dragonfly go crazy. Maybe he took your knife.
Hmm.
He's here somewhere. I know
Which Kinku?
I have not seen any Kenkus.
he's wearing a black jacket.
As you're saying this, a family of Kinku walk by looking at you, and they they grab their children, they hurry along.
Don't look now.
No, it wasn't them.
Are you one of those racist, Hill? Are you that old?
What? I ain't racist. What? Because I say it was a Kenku? It was a Kenku.
Well,
What
what
did the
was the
Kenku look
Kenku
like?
doing?
He was using some black magic to make the dragonfly go crazy.
How do you know this exactly? Are you a wizard?
I've seen it before.
What spell did he cast?
I don't.
How did you identify the magic?
He, he was obvious.
What did the Kenku look like?
Was he using
Chris.
somatic components or verbal components?
Chris, what did the Kenku look like, and was he using somatic components or verbal components? There he is, here.
I don't think you're being specific enough to make a judgment.
What are you handing me?
What are you handing him?
This is what it looked like.
You have an etched picture you just made on a tablet?
Are you just drawing like your finger in midair?
Here, I'm drawing him from memory.
Is that the somatic component he used?
He was all black. But
Besides the fact that there was a Kenku there, what was he
He
doing?
was all black.
wearing a blue little coat thing.
You said a black coat.
Oh, his coat. Yeah. I mean, his fur is black. That's like a coat, you know.
Kenkus have feathers.
Yeah, feathers. A feather. He was coated in black feathers, but he was wearing a blue. He looked just like this.
What is the significance of this person?
He's the one that was casting the black magic that made
The
me.
ones that made you want to become a butterfly.
Huh?
What?
No, it made the dragonfly go crazy. Remember? You were there.
I don't remember seeing
Mr.
any Kenku.
Hillshack, are you okay?
Oh, I'm totally fine.
Here, why don't we all go to the feasting orchard?
Yes, let's go
But
to the
just-
kingdom. 'Cause
Just
it's
let me
over.
know if you see this man.
Mr. Jax, was it? Would you accompany us
I-
to the Bubble Pot Teapot Pixie Kingdom snail race?
Well, we
I-
have to finish this
I
side of the
suppose-
tunnel.
Alex, your accent is messing me up.
Ah, thank you. It is very, how you say, inconsistent.
So is mine.
So we're going to do the north side first before the Bigtop Extravaganza. And then we go to the Bubble Pot Pixie Kingdom Pot Teapot.
Hooray.
Mystery nerd. Where to next?
Let's see. If we go this way, let's head to the feasting orchard.
You know,
Seems like you
Great.
really want to go to Feasting Orchard for some
I
reason.
have eaten
Alright,
a
let's go to
tremendous
the
amount of
first one.
sweets already.
Chris. At some point, I'm gonna need the recording from the last session because I don't remember what I named my daughter again.
I have been so busy. I haven't even been able to edit or open it. So as soon as I can get to that, I will send it.
That's right. Actually, what was stolen from me was your daughter's name, so you don't even remember. That's diabolical.
Oh, I had her name last time.
But what's your question right now? What's her name?
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't write that down. I just wrote child.
yeah. I remembered, I made it up again last time.
Okay, so you guys are heading to. You decided to go to the Feasting Orchard after all?
Yes. For
Okay. First, I will need Hillshack to roll investigation as he's still looking for Kettle Steam. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say the name.
Kettle Steam. That was.
You don't know that.
Is
Who's
his name Kettle Steam, or is his name the sound of
Who's
Kettle
talking
Steam?
about?
Can I roll perception instead?
No, you can't. Well, okay. Why would you roll perception?
Because I'm looking for him. So I'm looking out.
Looking for who?
The Kenku.
Okay, if you roll perception, you will not find him.
So I have to roll investigation.
If
What's
you
roll
if you
insight?
want to find him, but you could roll perception if you'd like.
No, I'll roll investigation.
In
I'll roll perception.
I guess to flip it on the DM, why is he rolling investigation?
Because he's looking for the Kinku.
That would be a perception check typically.
Um,
It doesn't matter if you rolled a 1.
well, The god of
I
this
didn't roll
world has
one.
decided that it is investigation today.
No, I rolled a 3,
Well, that's pretty good.
and my investigation, or my perception is +2.
You're pretty sure you spy him in a crowd and you follow him, but it turns out it's just a pigeon.
Okay,
Yeah, so if I had rolled perception, it would have been 5.
that's cool.
Not very much.
You see a kinku that fits the sort of description that you remember seeing before that one ran off up
There he
towards the
is.
feasting
After
orchard.
him.
What? There who?
There he is.
There who? Where?
Dastardly Cancun that took down the dragonfly.
That's innocent civilian?
Let me get a closer look at him.
You get closer and you notice that it is singing along with a few other people in a crowd. Just singing along to the music coming from the feasting orchard.
Their choir. It's adorable.
Can I tell it's not him? Want to get closer?
Yes. I'm just gonna say yes. You can if you roll a crit no, I would tell you no, but yeah, you're gonna tell it's not the same Kinku when you get closer.
Let's see if I roll crit. Let's see if I roll crit. No.
You're breaking up
Am I?
to me.
I understood. Why are you interrogating this random explainer?
Okay.
Sounds like Rob was breaking it.
I can.
Everyone fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's me. Hold on, I'm gonna disconnect and come back.
Alex.
Yeah.
You hear me, John, or I'm breaking up for you.
Okay, I'm back.
You're working now. Welcome back.
That is very strange since me and John are both on the same connection.
I can just always hear everybody fine.
Alright.
So, which way to the feasting hall?
It's an orchard, not a hall.
Does
Yes,
that
what do
mean
they
I
do
have
at the
to eat
feasting
milk?
orchard?
Sun's a menu.
Feast.
Okay, so as you're heading towards the feasting orchard, you notice all these people gathered around singing together, singing the music that's coming from the feasting orchard. And a giant, um,
Oh,
a giant singing flower, no, multiple giant singing flowers burst from the ground all around you, and now everyone is around you as well, and they're all singing. Um, what do you do?
what kind of creepy? What the hell's going on?
Do I know the song they're singing?
You might.
If I know the song, I want to join in and
It
sing.
it's a simple song. It's just people just singing
I
something.
want to like cover my ears.
Yeah, Hill's gonna start singing. And like, go in for the dance if anyone wants to dance.
So you're not actually in the feasting orchard yet. You're just out front, and a bunch of flowers burst from the ground surrounding you, and a bunch of people are everyone's singing and having a good time. Now you could just so Hill's singing.
Archie's
one-
gonna just run past the flowers. Like,
Does any of the flowers look like they want to dance?
No, they're just singing.
how can they dance?
I'll dance with you, Hill.
Oh,
Just
all right. Let's dance.
Okay. What are you doing,
I'll sing
Victoria?
along with the flowers.
Huh?
I'll sing along with the flowers.
Okay. And Archibald, where do you run to?
To the bar within the feast hall.
Into the feasting orchard?
Yeah, like away from the singing flowers, which I assume just assail us out of nowhere.
Okay. As you run into the feasting orchard, there are people dancing in here, and they just grab you by the arm, and you just get flung into the dance.
Assault! Help!
It's one of those big choreography dance numbers from all the musicals.
Like when you get dropped into like a roundabout, she'll just try to go along with the dance.
Just think of High School Musical.
All in this together.
A little dance check. Okay, yeah. She'll dance the shit out of.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. That is good.
Well, she was raised in like in the castle district.
Wow. All right.
Apparently, her mother taught her this dance before,
Good job.
so she'll be here from now on. Is that how you do it? One, then two, and one, then two.
All right. Well, y'all can make your way into the feasting orchard if you want, while you're singing or after singing, whichever you like. You notice
Or
that
while singing and dancing.
you notice that Archibald is
We don't
just
eat for 2 hours.
the center of the attention inside there in the dancing area, just in the very center. Everyone's dancing around her now.
So to us, Archibald ran in because she was so happy to see people dancing that she had to be the center of attention.
I don't know. What were you weren't terrified? You just were happy?
Well, I believe Brandon is saying that's how
From-
Philshak rationalized it.
Yeah, from our perspective, she just had to be the center of attention immediately.
And hey and ho, and hey and ho.
All right. Inside the feasting orchard, music and mirth radiate from this park. The heady scents of flowers, mead, and berry pie waft through the air. Stilt walkers pluck fruit from trees. Musicians drum, pipe, and strum. And everywhere there is singing, dancing, and an inordinate amount of custard. There's three main areas in here. You have the dancing area. You have an area where people are just sitting and drinking or eating and having a good time. And then you have the custard contest area. The fairy
Victoria
cake,
goes to sit down there.
the fairy cake eating contest area. Can I get a perception check from anyone who wants to examine anything? Like anybody who wants to take a look at the room. I figured that Hillshack would, looking for Kinku.
I am too busy with the dance.
Let's sit down at the custard eating contest and look around everywhere excitedly.
I'll look around while dancing.
Okay. Well, let's see.
I'm gonna dance circles around Jack.
I'm gonna say you all would notice. There's groups of people who seem to know each other. Everyone's having a good time, singing, drinking. There is a little bar area on the side where there's band, where the band is playing and such, up here on the top there. And there happens to be over there where the people are playing instruments. There is a small person over there who is playing a lute, who doesn't seem to be with the band, but seems to be, everyone seems to love their music just as much as the band's music, which is interesting because don't seem to be with the other group. They're just on their own over there, but they're all having a good time, and that's what you would notice. You all would notice this. Go ahead. Let me show this to you. Oh,
Come join me in the custard eating contest. You too, Hill. You seem like you can eat a lot.
Did you both spy the powerful bard over there?
Oh, they do look like a powerful bard. I mean, look, it's glowing.
A custard eating contest?
Alright, you couldn't even beat 2 goblins. You probably won't be too good at custard eating contest either.
I've already eaten a tremendous amount of desserts.
Oh, I've actually haven't eaten very much at all. I had that goo sandwich, but other than that, You remember that green goop coming out of it? It was the tastiest thing I ever had. Jazz, have you had the goo sandwiches?
Yes, I've had them before.
It's tasty, right?
I suppose.
So nothing else are fairy cakes.
I've sworn off fairy cakes.
Are you all at the fairy eating contest table? Fairy cake eating contest. The fairy eating contest table.
I can't wait to try myself a fairy.
Yeah, how many fairies?
Okay. Is everybody ready? The contest will start soon. Take your seats.
Gamble on the contest.
A large, heavy-set man is shouting out to everybody singing and dancing.
I want to bet 2 gold pieces on that bearded human there without a shirt.
What? Oh, don't.
Yes, I bet that man there with the emotional trauma, I bet he will win the contest.
Well, we don't usually do gambling here, but
Gambling.
We do it all the time in the mortal realms.
I thought this was a family-friendly function.
No, why not make it, it's for PG-13.
yeah, this is for everybody. Kids, parents, just grab yourselves some mead or ale and have a seat.
For everybody who has 2 gold pieces. What, you afraid you will lose?
It's all you can eat, right?
I bet he totally will win. What are the odds? 2 to 1?
I can eat a whole horse.
I
Come on, who wants in on this action?
don't think you can eat a horse. Just want you to know that.
Bet.
I will make it the persuasion check.
Okay. I need your con mods.
Plus 2.
Oh, how many tickets is this?
You want us to roll it?
It's 1 ticket each. No, I just need your con mod. What is each of your con mods?
1.
2.
My constitution is 3.
Jess, are you joining in?
No.
Oh, okay. So Hill's got 3, Victoria's got 1, and Archibald's got 2. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
It's like the 3 bears.
All right. This is a long table. There's about, I want to say, 20 people sitting at this table. They all have plates in front of them. And each plate is filled with these little cakes. Don't eat any yet. Just wait a moment until we get started. Now, the goal is simple. Eat as many cupcakes as you can within 60 seconds. You got that?
Yeah, got it.
Eat as many cupcakes as I can. Have I died and gone to the heaven?
Everybody ready?
Well, those are the only rules, right?
He's fumbling around with his paperwork that he has on his side. He's like looking through it. Like, eat as many cupcakes in 60 seconds. Eat as many cupcakes. He keeps reading the same lines over and over again.
I think that every contestant shall be a victor. And Archibald will start devouring cakes.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, these are so good.
Did you already eat one?
Yeah, she's eating one right now.
All right, start. 60 seconds.
All right.
She's not going fast. She's just savoring them.
Are there cupcakes on the plates in front of all of us?
Yes.
I want to start gobbling down the cupcakes on the plates of the person next to me before they can eat their cupcakes. That way I can eat more than them because I'll eat their cupcakes before they have a chance to eat them.
Well, they'll finish theirs first. Well, you still got a whole plate full.
So yeah, I'll start with the person next to me's cupcakes.
Victoria will eat her cupcakes normally.
All
That's why I
right.
was check. That's why I was checking the rules.
I'm trying to make sure I understand this because this is actually a game. Um,
What happens if you eat your competitor's cupcakes?
all right.
I guess you eat
I,
yours.
I swipe
but
up their cupcakes first. That way I can eat. That
you
way.
go on the offensive in this pilot.
Exactly.
I mean, there's enough cupcakes to go around. You just look like a jerk right now.
You like lock eyes with him while you're doing it.
Trying to grab the cupcakes before he does, shoving them into my mouth.
Okay.
There are also so many contestants right now that this you're just sabotaging one guy out of like 50.
Every time he reaches for one, you grab that particular one you're going for.
So how many cupcakes have y'all eaten so far?
I'm gonna say two.
As many as possible.
As many as I can in a round, I suppose.
You know,
She's
let's
enjoying herself.
let's just start out like this. Hill Shack, you can consume 6 cupcakes right away. Victoria,
God
you
damn.
can eat 4, and Archibald, you can eat 5. If you want to,
Archer's going to eat two.
um,
She's just taking her time and savoring the cupcakes and enjoying eating them.
Oh, not Hillshack. He's going full on.
Not even trying to win a contest as such.
now if y'all want to try for the contest, each one you eat after your maximum, roll a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. So let's start. Let's start. Let's say Victoria, you eaten 4.
That's like 10 cakes.
Yes.
So go ahead, and do you want to eat a 5th one?
Yeah, I rolled a con save.
Okay, you got 18. All right. Do you want to eat?
One save per cake.
You want to eat a 6th?
Oh, we're not going to take turns? I'll eat a 6.
Okay, roll again.
You keep going until you projectiles on it.
All right, Archibald, do you want to? You've eaten 5. Do you want to eat a 6th?
Oh no, she'll just happily tap out after having her fill.
Okay, Archibald's out.
This was so good. Thank you very much. I have a glass of milk.
Okay. Yeah, somebody's gonna come by and hand you a glass of milk. A barmaid will come by.
I feel like I have won the first prize.
All right, so Hill and Victoria. Now you're going on to your 7th.
Yeah.
I need con saves.
I gotta get out of the splash zone.
Oh.
Good
I
job.
passed.
Good job. Okay, now we're going on to the 8th.
Yeah.
Good. 9th.
What the heck?
They're neck and neck.
Oh, Victoria.
Uh-oh.
Roll the D8.
Jeez, where are my dice? There they are. I rolled 3.
All right, take 3 damage. 3 custard damage.
Oof.
3 mighty custard damage as she passes out backwards onto the ground.
Oh no.
Wait, what is her hit points?
She has 9 hit points. She's being dramatic.
Oh, okay. So
What have
she's
you done to her, you monsters?
is she still in?
Yeah, she's still in.
Okay.
Archie will rush over and try to administer first aid.
Go ahead and roll con saves again. Oh, Victoria. Roll a D8.
Roll a medicine check to help her.
Is this number 10?
Oh,
That's all my hit
jeez.
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
Even more dramatically.
That
she
could happen?
passes-
You are currently
passes back out
choking
to
to
the ground.
death. Stop eating more cake.
I won't be defeated.
Okay, as
Somebody help me restrain her.
as you're trying to eat this last one, you're just trying to shove it into your mouth, and it just won't go. As you push and push, and then it erupts like a water balloon on your face, and just custard everywhere.
Alright, now she does the dramatic falling backwards and passing out.
Archie tries to give her the Heimlich maneuver.
Was that number 10?
Let me double check. You were on, which one were you on? That was 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, keep going.
Archibald, if I don't make it back to the material plane,
Roll a d8 for custard damage.
it is delicious.
I don't think this was that important. So I didn't
Are you-
do it this far.
4.
Okay. What are you at now?
I'm still good. I'm at 11.
Okay.
It wasn't
If you
important.
continue if you want to continue.
Are there any competitors still?
Oh!
Oof.
Oh God, what's happening now?
Roll damage.
He just explodes.
Am I rolling a d8 again?
Yeah, just a regular d8. This is not doubles.
Hill, you're not allowed to lose.
This pie eating contest will be the death of us all.
Keep going, bro. You got this.
You have to stop. Somebody stop him. Mr. Gimp.
You have to succeed for me.
Oh my goodness.
The pie man. This will kill him.
Oh. Roll another.
Stop bringing him pies. What is wrong with you?
Oh my goodness, you're still in. Yes.
No, I believe in you.
I go down.
I'm disgusted.
How many did you eat?
You got,
Like 30.
what is that? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18? Is that correct? 1, 2, 3.
That's so many.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
When we knew that it was passing out. And
7,
we
8,
already
Plus
won.
6?
9, 10, 11,
It's all
12.
my con saves plus 6.
40, 50, 60, 18. I think you got 18 total.
Alright, that's pretty good.
What is that?
We won
6?
after like the first 6.
What's the winning numbers? Their winning number, DM?
Well, everyone stopped long before Hillshack did. Like, they were all just staring at Hillshack. About
It's like just
6 or 7 cakes ago, he didn't need to continue, but I don't think he noticed.
8, 9.
Did Gas participate?
She abstained, or they abstained.
What is 6 per success?
Oh,
It got answered already.
Oh, okay. Oh, we have a winner! And the big fat guy runs over to you. Well, he what is the word for that? He not juggles. He wobbles. He wobbles over to you and he picks you up off the ground and you look a little woozy. Hey big guy, you got this. And he gives you a potion of invisibility.
is there a bucket anywhere, DM?
Huh?
Is there a bucket anywhere?
Bucket. Sure, there'll be buckets with fruit in them and such.
Alright, Victoria's going to go find a bucket and vomit rainbows into it. Overeaten.
I'm still at 0 HP though.
Your HP is back to normal.
Oh, okay.
I did not think that you would get the potion. That's
Potion of invincibility.
For winning this great honor, I bestow upon you this cupcake. And then he whispers in your ear, it's a potion of invisibility. Eat it.
Like a cupcake?
Eat it wisely. Yeah, it looks like a cupcake. It's a cupcake of invisibility.
Oh,
Potion of invincibility. Got it.
valuable.
All right, I expect you'll all be back in 15 minutes for the next contest.
What?
Alright, what's the Just so you know, Hill, you only won because I have to wear a corset.
Congratulations, Mr. Hillshot. It was a good performance of maniacal cupcake.
Oh, I feel sick.
You really didn't need to keep going. You could have stopped at any time.
I thought that there'd be a better prize if I kept going.
See, such reckless abandon.
You don't know. It was start off as a half potion of invincibility.
Somebody hands you
Victoria,
a large container of mead, and everyone is celebrating around you and slapping you on the back. And
One could call that admirable.
Victoria will point at Archibald and say, "You need to understand, Archibald. Carnivals are all about reckless abandon.
Reckless abandon.
We're
Yeah.
on budget, right? We only have so far we can go.
Wait until we ride one of the really dangerous rides that haven't been safety checked.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I safety check all of the rides.
Don't don't take away the magic like that."
Do they all pass?
Of course.
Which one would you recommend going on first?
Which
You
one
could
is the
say that
most?
in front of a child.
Which one
You're
is
supposed to
the?
believe that these things are extremely dangerous.
Which one is the most dangerous?
None of the rides are dangerous.
Bull.
Well, which has the most illusion of danger? The thrill of it.
It's probably
The mystery mine?
it's not the snail racing contest.
Or the carousel.
No.
That doesn't sound very heart-rending.
What about the Hall of Illusion? Do any children ever get lost in there, never return?
Only hill shacks.
Jess, you would know that all carnival workers avoid the Hall of Illusions for some reason. It's a bad omen place.
Only the ones who chant Bloody Mary, right? Ooh.
I'm assuming Hall of Illusion is like a equivalent to Hall of Mirrors. Is that what it is, DM?
Pretty much.
Plus illusion.
My daughter. My daughter. We gotta go to the Hall of Illusions.
But the carousel's right there.
Wouldn't that just bum you out? I mean, you need to be reminded of that.
I'm reminded every day. Well, actually, I didn't think about it for like a whole bunch of years until I got back to this note. But
You lost your daughter and you just put it out of your mind for years?
I don't know why.
Well,
That's what happens.
maybe you don't need to rush back
Right,
into it right
right
away.
there. It's good to see y'all.
Um, so you said you're looking for a daughter. Are you looking for a child?
Well, she was a child when she got lost, but it was years ago now. But I heard that this carnival skips time and space or something.
I mean, you still age.
Well, I mean, maybe backwards.
Well, we already searched the lost and found, but could not find. Well, actually, there are multiple children, but not this particular child.
I don't know. Okay.
Well, I started working here when I was 7. I definitely don't look 7 anymore.
How old do you look?
Oh, Jazz, you would know that
I guess that's an opinion.
Durlagon works at the lost property and looks after any lost children.
How many times has the carnival come to the fair room in your lifetime?
In mine?
That you can remember, how long has it come to this particular material plane?
This is the second time.
Only the second.
I think so.
Do you think it's possible that we'll find my daughter in the same place that we find your knife? And find Archibald's patron?
That's what I'm thinking, yes.
I doubt we'll find the ideal knife in the same drawer. But I have many questions for Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
Do you think there's a small chance we could find them in the Hall of Illusions.
But
Maybe.
yourself.
I wonder after this Miss Ellie with Tumblestrom as well. Are you sure you haven't heard the name before?
No, it's not familiar to me.
How could she send us tickets in the mail?
If she's an archfey, does she have a domain?
Who? Eliwick?
I thought you were talking about your patron.
Eliwick Tumblestrom is who sent us the letters.
Does Eliwick have her own domain?
I should think not. Zybilna almost certainly has her own domain. She is the most powerful archfey.
Where's her domain at?
In the Feywild.
Oh, well.
On the moon.
On the moon in the Feywild.
When the moon is full and it radiates down like a silver mirror, then you can see into her kingdom.
Huh.
You just have to believe in the magic of the world.
Well, that's not too difficult. I've seen magic.
I
These
heard
are
that
fairies.
children's story growing up.
The fairies are everywhere.
Brandon, how many tickets do you have right now?
Did that last one cost a ticket?
Yes.
Then I have 11 tickets left.
I was wondering what those numbers were.
It's just easier for me to keep track that way.
Alright, so is the party going to the Hall of Illusions?
Why not? It sounds fun.
Before you go, the gnome bard comes up behind you, says, "It's good to see you all here."
Oh, hello. You were the lovely lute player, weren't you?
That's right, yes I am.
Don't sneak
Pleasure
up
to
on
meet
us.
you. I am Victoria Grace de Leon Fonworthy III.
Ah, well I know. And you are Victoria and Hilshak and Jas. I'm glad to see you all made it here all right. And
Archbell.
And you must be Eliwick?
that's right, I am.
Wait, how do you know us?
Oh, I know many things, but that's not important. What's important is you find your way here. You have a good time, and just know you're right where you're supposed to be.
What about my daughter?
All in due time. You take care now.
Wait, you know where my daughter is?
What about Zybilna, my patron? You sent us a letter indicating you knew all about us.
Yes. Well, I can't say any more than I have. So you take care. You're just take assurance in knowing you are in the right place. Now just continue on your quest.
But why can't you tell us any more? You invited us here. You can at least tell us what's going on.
All right. Come here. She makes hand gestures for you all to come closer.
Please, I do not enjoy being the puppet of fate.
I'll tell you the truth. You see my lute here? This lute is a magical lute. It whispers to me when I play, tells me the secrets of the universe. It told me that you four would be necessary to set things right, and that if you come here, you'd be where you're supposed to be. And that's all I can tell you, because if I tell you more, it won't happen.
What?
Oh, well, that's a bummer.
You dabble in the mystic arts.
I dabble in all kinds of arts, but mostly the singing. I'm not good playing the lute. Lute does most of the work for me. Well, that is to say, I'm I'm the best bard in the multiverse.
Really?
It talks to you?
Whispers.
Can you use 11th level spells?
There, big guy. I can use 27 level spells, whatever that means.
Oh, I can't believe it.
I'm
Do you know what 11th level spells are, or is that just the highest number you can count to?
21?
27.
Oh, I have to sit down.
See, I'm what they call a planeswalker.
Heard of
Planeswalker.
it.
The strongest wizard I ever knew can only cast 10th level spells.
Who's the strongest wizard you knew?
You don't want to know.
I do, actually.
He's so powerful. If I spoke his name, it would destroy the world.
I dare you.
What?
I can't take that chance.
So
Why
you
did
don't actually
do
know
that?
any wizards, do you?
I know him, but his name is so powerful.
Look, the usual go-to would be like Elminster.
Victoria, stop. I think he's talking about Beetlejuice.
Look, if you knew that a single name could destroy the world, you wouldn't
Bold-
say it.
I mean, Voldemort sounds like a name that could destroy the world. And Jas just said it, and I just said it. You have to say it 5 times.
You must not speak it.
Voldemort.
Maybe I can spell it later in private when no one's looking.
I thought you said you don't know how to spell.
I know how to spell.
Let us not bring more misfortune upon this.
What do you
which is
mean
already
misfortune?
quite complete.
I'm calling his bluff. He doesn't know any wizards.
Do you want to take that chance?
Yes.
I know plenty of wizards.
Name one.
I had some wizards who were my buddies in the war. They would cast magic missiles on all of our enemies.
Sure.
They were all slain.
Okay.
Eliwick is writing everything you say down.
So let's just move past.
Ironically, they were all slain by their own magic missiles.
That's not how that spell works.
Someone caught them and threw it back.
All
That's
of them?
not how that spell works.
All of them.
Let's just put a pin in that.
Brings a tear to my eye.
We will continue. Miss Tumblestrom, would you care to join us for a cupcake or something?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm good right here. And
But I feel like we have many questions to ask.
oh, I feel you have a lot of questions, but unfortunately, I can't really tell you much about anything else. If I did, it wouldn't happen.
Why even bring us into it?
You'll know when the time is right. You know why you're here.
But why now? Why us?
It's a lot of questions, but it's not necessary. Just go with the flow. Go with your feelings.
I feel sick from eating so many cakes.
That will pass.
Okay, so should we go to the Pixie Kingdom or?
All right, y'all. Take care. I have faith in you. And she's gonna walk away and start playing her lute again.
Come and see us later, perhaps.
Farewell.
I'll see you if I need to.
Or just visit. I mean, it's fun too.
Ooh, it's time for the Bigtop Extravaganza, I think.
Is it? Is there no time
Almost.
for carousel?
We did eat so many cakes.
I wouldn't say it would take an hour to do all that.
Even with getting sick afterwards.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the rub. So you have, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Got about 8 major attractions to go to still. And plus, you're probably hungry too. I'm gonna put off the big top for a little bit longer. I want
You
to.
just ate a whole cake eating contest.
No, I'm sorry, you're not hungry. Jess, you're probably getting hungry by now.
And plus, we went to
I
the
guess.
cafeteria. I'd say we had a meal at this point, all of us.
You can use, by the way, Jess, you can use your tickets to get food and drinks and play any of the carnival games as well. Let me see if I can pull this up.
It sounds like that's what we're supposed to do, so.
Oh, I want to see the big.
I want to ride the unicorn on the carousel.
Do they have one of
on the
those?
carousel?
Oh, I suppose we haven't been on the carousel.
You would all notice, by the way, that the mood in the carnival has gotten a lot more happy. Like before, it was it was good, but now everyone is really excited. Everyone's laughing, giggling, and running around, and just having a good time. Everyone's dancing and singing.
Yeah, me too. This is great. Let's hop on the carousel, okay, Victoria?
Yay!
By the way,
Get to this wyvern.
I don't feel great tonight. I got back from a job at about 10 a.m. this morning, and I don't want to put it on too long tonight. I was hoping we could end it after the big top.
All right.
Whenever you want to do that.
What's the big top?
That's at the beginning of the next hour, the Bigtop Extravaganza starts. You were told this when you first got in.
We'll do the carousel first, and then the big top.
Yeah. After the carousel, we'll have completed everything on the north side, and then big top, and then next session we can do the south side, and then the crowning the Witchlight Monarch.
Sounds good. All right.
Can I want to ask one of the people who work here, the guy who's the person who's handling the carousel. Can I ride on top of the carousel?
Okay. Well, let me get to the carousel before.
Let's be introduced to the carousel first.
Right.
It's not just riding the top of it.
That's funny. So, heading out to the carousel. Can I get a perception check from all of y'all as you're walking over to the carousel?
I rolled my passive.
No, son?
No son, only a daughter.
Goddamn.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
I'm just gonna keep my eyes closed for now.
Oh, nice. All right.
It's a lot happening to eat as many cakes.
As you're walking along, Archibald, you are just staring at all the different small stalls and attractions and everyone dancing and singing, and you don't notice anything at all. In fact, you don't even notice that your friends have left you as they walk towards the carousel, and you're kind of walking around in a circle. Jazz, you don't really notice anything out of the normal. Victoria, you noticed a small frog-looking creature hop by, but only for a second. Didn't really seem out of the blue here. It just seemed like, something you haven't seen before. There's nothing else that you've seen that looks quite like this, but it's just a small frog creature hop by. But Hillshack, you would notice as that small frog creature hopped by, there was another customer who was playing one of the mini attractions. It was a ring toss, and the frog thing, its tongue came out, went up into the person's pocket, and then retracted quickly back into its mouth, and the frog thing quickly ran off.
Can I chase after it?
No, it's too small, too fast. It's just gone.
All right, I'm gonna go up to that guy and tap him on the shoulder.
Hey, give me a second. I still got another ring.
I'm just trying to tell you that I think you just got robbed.
What? It's gonna.
Yeah, I saw it all.
He reaches into his pockets. He pulls out a ticket with 8 punches on it, and nothing else. He doesn't pull anything else out of his pockets. He's like, I don't remember having anything else. Are you sure?
Yeah, I saw the creature. He used his long tongue to reach into your pocket.
Oh, that's weird. Well,
Was it
luckily you didn't get anything from me.
was that the correct pocket?
Yeah, you did see something. You couldn't quite tell what it was. It looked like a little wooden box or something. But
You sure you didn't have anything else?
nope, nothing I can remember. I mean, I usually just walk around with nothing in my pockets all the time. Never had anything in my pockets my whole life. Besides this ticket
What?
that I got when I got here. How did I get this ticket?
Wait, never in your whole life?
I don't see any reason I would have anything in my pockets. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to my ring toss, but thanks for looking out.
Yeah.
Is I'm not there. Never mind.
That's odd. Huh. Well, I better keep a lookout for that frog now. Add it to my things to look out for. Kenku and frog.
I don't know if Victoria or Chas would have noticed Hillshack going up to that guy, or if they just continued walking. It's up to you.
Victoria probably would have noticed, but she's not so inclined as to follow him into every adventure he gets up to.
Seems to be making a lot of friends here.
Right. Friends.
All right. Well, eventually you make it your way to the carousel. A procession of wooden unicorns stands motionless on a circular wooden platform. Fairgoers climb onto the unicorns' backs, and a female centaur sets the ride in motion. The unicorns shake their manes and creak to life, cantering around the carousel to the delight of their riders. So, yeah,
Aww.
they come to life.
Adorable.
People can ride them. They go in pairs. So there's 4 sets of 2, so 8 total. And there's a line. You can get in line if you'd like.
I wanna
Who's
be
the centaur?
Victoria wants to go admire the centaur.
Jas, you would know this as Diana. Diana Cloppington.
Alright, Jess will walk up and say, "Good evening, Diana."
Those butterfly wings are amazing.
Evening,
How
Jas.
come we didn't get really nice like those?
Oh, these I made them
Why,
myself.
You're looking as breathtaking as always.
Oh, you as well. Thank you for noticing, though. She plays with her hair a little bit. She looks a little red in the face. Are you riding tonight?
Yes. Tonight I am a guest.
Oh yeah. That's interesting. Usually you don't ride the rides, do you?
No, not usually. I I'm more, looking at them type, but I'm apparently supposed to be riding rides. So,
Oh
Yes,
well.
introduce me to your centaur friend.
what was your name again?
Oh, this is Oh, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Victoria.
Oh.
Victoria looks very like, sad. Just like, my name is Victoria.
Diana, this is Victoria.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well.
Are you liking the carnival?
Uh, I've been having a lot of fun. Met a displacer beast, a talking swan,
Durlagon.
swanula. Uh, was it? There was a funny gnome at the ticket booth. I wrestled some gnomes. Uh, I will continue to tell myself that I got second place at a feasting orchard contest
Oh
or
wow.
custard eat contest.
You wrestled goblins,
Yeah. Wait, what did I say?
gnomes.
Gnomes? Oh, same thing.
Yes, and I was there as well. Hello, my name is Archibald.
Hello, Archibald. It's good to meet you. You're looking very nice tonight.
Thank you. You don't say.
So, if you'd like to ride the ride, it'll be one punch of your ticket. Just wait until the carousel slows down and everyone gets off.
You look almost as magical as the tree and the displacer beast that we've met.
Thank you. I design all my own clothes.
You'll have to design me something sometime.
Oh, I wish I could, but I don't get much time to myself. I sleep during the day and I run the carousel at night. No one runs it quite like I do.
Oh? And how do you run it differently from others?
I have a gift with these wooden what did I say they were? They were unicorns. I have a gift with these wooden unicorns.
Are they magical?
Yes, they are. How did you know?
Because you acknowledge them as if they were anything other than wooden.
You can just sense.
Well, I assumed you would have noticed that they were moving and walking and swaying, and they.
That were made.
I thought that was just how carousels work.
Oh no, they're actually take a closer look. They're actually moving on their own.
Is the carousel itself not spinning?
No, it's just unicorns basically look like they come to life. It says unicorns shake their manes and creak to life, cantering around the carousel to the delight of the riders. So they literally like start moving like horses.
Oh, that is impressive.
Yes, it is. I was wondering, Jess, would you have time later in the next few days to come by and have a look at some of them?
Um, Hopefully, I am currently not employed, so I'm not permitted.
Not employed? What do you mean? She looks really sad right now.
Josh looks kind of sad too, honestly.
Did you get fired?
And he's like, no, no,
Why would they
I
fire
didn't get
you?
fired.
You're the
I
best one we
wasn't fired.
have.
I'm not fired.
I can't believe those two.
It's okay, Diana. I'm not fired. I'm just taking a break. I am trying to find something.
Oh, you lost something, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What was it?
It was my knife.
No, not your knife. Oh, I know you love that thing. Well, I hope you can
Yes,
find it.
I hope to. Hopefully, it won't take too long, and then back to business.
Just don't be too sad if you can't. And don't be away too long. I mean, it's not everything, so we still want you back.
Well, I suppose if I don't find it, I won't be too sad, because you can't miss what you don't know you lost, right?
What do you mean?
Well, I feel like the knife is important, but I don't remember why.
Well, you love that knife. It was given to you by. And she kind of stares off for a second. Thought you told me.
I feel like I did, but it escapes me.
Well, don't don't go off on a, you know, getting lost and never coming back like Burley's brother.
I won't if it comes to it and I feel like it is a fruitless endeavor, then I will give up.
All right. Well, I guess I'll have to get someone else to work on these. 'Cause I really wanted to get them worked on before the end of the week. Anyway, the other customers are now getting off, and she's gonna.
How private is this conversation?
Oh, she has no problem talking out loud. I don't know how
Oh,
quietly Jas would be talking.
There's like
Victoria,
a dozen conversations going on all around us.
Victoria would volunteer to help. Can I help?
Help with what?
I don't know. I like unicorns.
My dear, I don't know what you could help with.
I like. Okay.
We could get on them and ride them.
I don't.
Quality control.
Well, you talking about what I said earlier about fixing them up?
I want to spend time with magical unicorns.
Well, I suppose I could. Well, Jas is here right now. Jas, would you be willing to work on them now?
As long as you don't tell on me.
Oh, I won't tell anyone. I'll just shut down the ride for a few minutes. We'll get these last customers off, and you can go ahead and work on it. And, that way I can get this thing done because I really wanted to get it worked on and before. And you're the only one I really trust to do it. And your friends here, they could help too, right?
What you guys working
Sure.
on?
She winks at Victoria.
Yay.
Like, what is this work exactly you have to do?
Okay. Let me see.
The unicorns are in dire peril, and they need the aid of noble adventurers.
How exactly does one assist with a unicorn?
The carousels, 8
By
unicorns.
being a maiden?
You
I've only
fixed
ever
it.
met a unicorn once.
The
Fixed their
unicorns,
horns.
the unicorns look like they need a little maintenance. Some of them looks like they need some paint and just basically tightening up some joints and making sure everything's working correctly. And some of them are actually missing some letters from their nameplates. They all have nameplates, name tags on, let me see, around the unicorn's necks. And so if you could just, sprucey them up a bit. Here's a couple cans of paint. She pulls them out from behind her lectern that she had a whole bunch of cans of paint. She just starts handing them to Victoria and Hill and she doesn't hand anything to Jas. She just what was your character's name? Archibald. She hands you each a can of paint. It's like, and yeah.
What color?
There's Hill. You have a pink can of paint, and Victoria, you have a purple can of paint, and Archibald, you have a white can of paint.
Pink was my daughter's favorite color.
Okay, so it just restores the centrifuge to its normal operating capacity. Easy.
So paint all of the unicorns.
Jazz is kind of right, Hill. Your daughter sounds exceptionally common.
What do you mean?
Oof.
I don't know. Is there anything unique or remarkable about her that would stand out among other girls about yay high around a similar age to me and blonde hair?
Well, geez, why are you being so rude?
I mean, even that her favorite color is pink is like just a statistic.
Oh, before I forget, and she's gonna hand you each a black marker. If you wouldn't mind just fixing their name tags as well.
I shall make them beautiful. I'm proficient in calligrapher tools.
Since Jess wasn't given anything, he's just gonna like lean on the stall and flirt with Diana.
Oh, after we're done,
She
can
did.
I ride the top of the carousel?
She did give you, Jazz. She did give you a marker. It's like, Jazz, would you, if you wouldn't mind overseeing them, just make sure that they don't mess anything up, if you know what I mean. Keep an eye on the big one.
He'll roll his eyes a little bit, but nods, and we'll go do it.
Okay, so do I just paint it more pink than it already is, or?
Okay.
Paint within the lines.
Somebody roll a d4. All right, Victoria.
I rolled a 3.
You come up to a pair of unicorns, and you can start painting them and checking their joints and all that. And you notice that one of them is named Moss, and the other one is named ST, and that's it.
Jazz? What's this one's name? It needs to be filled in.
Do I know its name?
You wouldn't know its name offhand. If you ever worked on them before, you didn't really memorize any of them. Somebody roll me a d3.
Oh, a D3. That's not.
Not
on
you.
this list. Okay.
Yes, that would be a 1d3. All right.
How do
Okay.
you do it?
Okay.
Wait, tell me how to do it.
Jess, you come up to a pair of unicorns, and you notice that one is named Fall, and the other one's name tag reads PR, but the rest of it's missing. So we have Moss and ST, and Fall and PR, and then what are you doing, Brandon?
Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay. Hill would walk up to a pair of unicorns, and written on their name tags, one is Stitch, and the second one is, all you can make out is an N. It's blank, blank, N, blank. You know what? I'm going to tell you the blanks because it's going to make it easier for you guys. So, Hill, that's a Stitch and blank, blank, N, blank.
So not Lilo.
And then, let me see, it was Victoria. yours was Moss and ST blank blank blank. And then Jazz, yours was Fall and PR blank blank blank. And last but not least, Archibald, you walk up to the last pair of unicorns, and one of their name tags reads Fortune, and the other name tag is a B as in boy, and then blank blank blank. That is correct. You want me to write it down for everybody? That'll make it a lot more easier.
Do they follow a naming convention that we should be aware of?
Yes. I don't know if I should tell you. I mean, should I just tell you?
I'm gonna figure it out.
Otherwise, we're playing Hangman.
Yeah, can you write all of them down so I can see them together? I think I got it.
Dude.
Um,
Okay. Oh, there's one problem here. Let me move that one around. And you guys don't have to work on your own. You can work on whichever ones you want. If you have any ideas, just tell each other. It's fine. This is actually a hard puzzle.
Stone moss.
It's not just fixing up the carousel.
oh, I thought it was. Never mind, I don't have it.
Okay. Stone moss. Victoria, you hear a neigh in your head. A neigh is in like a happy neigh.
I was about to say, like, am I wrong? I don't know what else moss grows on.
Like you just hear it in your head like a horse that's excited.
Okay.
Anybody else wanna?
Wait, which one's mine? Sorry, I think I figured one out, but I don't remember which one's mine.
Yours wasn't it? The Stitch.
No, mine is Stitch.
Oh, yours is Stitch. John's is Moss. Who had
Okay.
Fall?
I think that one's mine, but I think I figured out the fortune one. I think it's bold, as in fortune favors the bold.
Was that Archibald's?
That one was, yeah.
I have literally no clue.
Okay, well, like I said, you can help each other. So, Jazz, I guess you glance over and you say, "I got it," or however you want to say you do your character. You do you.
That's what?
I mean, that's fine. I got it.
Oh.
Feeling okay there, Alex?
Alex?
He is in general chat. He was just speaking. What happened?
I don't know.
Okay, I think all of these are like phrases. I think they're all based off of phrases. So I think that the one for fall. Wait, how many letters is that again? Okay, yeah, the one for fall is pride.
Right?
Wait, stone moss? That's a phrase?
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain that one to me, Chris.
What?
What is stone moss?
A rolling stone gathers no moss.
I see.
Yeah,
So the opposite of moss.
I thought you figured it out, John. That's how you got
Yeah.
it.
How'd you get it?
I was thinking of things that moss grows on, and it was a 5-letter word that started with ST.
Well, it works.
Ah,
So you got when you told Archibald about the, did you say fortune?
it's fortune favors the bold.
When you told that to Archibald, did you write that on?
Yeah.
Okay, then you would hear a happy neigh in your head. And then, did you say the fall one?
Yeah, I think that one is the phrase "pride comes before the fall" or something like that.
Yeah, that's correct.
Comes before a fall.
And
Is it
Yeah.
is it snitches get stitches?
No, but it's close.
so
Wait, it's not snitch?
pride comes
No,
before the fall is yours, Kayla?
Yeah.
Okay, you would hear a happy little neigh in your head, and then as Hill draws on, snitches get stitches. He hears an unhappy, grumpy horse like.
Or rum.
I do know that one though, but I'll give you a chance to figure it out.
Snitches
It's
get
a phrase.
stitches.
And you said I'm close?
Okay, you're not really close.
Luckily, you have some white paint, so you could just paint over that and try again. Did you add ES at the end of Stitch?
Well, it's like stitch, snitch.
Diana's like, oh, no, that's not right.
Oh, let me fix it. Snitches gets.
How does he think that's an improvement?
Stitch is a niche.
So I get what a rolling stone gathers no moss. I understand what that means in a very literal sense. What does that mean as a saying?
You keep moving.
Why is it so important?
You don't get weighed down in life if you keep moving.
I see. Is moss a bad thing?
Yes, it's like baggage.
What about the snitches?
Would you like some
Sound bad.
help, Hillshock?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. This is the phrase "a stitch in time saves blank."
A stitch in time saves 9.
Yes.
And then you hear a horse neigh in your head, happily. So you guys all got them correct.
Oh, very good.
Except for this, it just gets stitches.
Snitches get stitches.
I like that.
I imagine one of the unicorns just looks a lot more thug than the other.
He's got a little teardrop tattoo. Hillshack is drawing the teardrop tattoo as soon as he's done writing out stitches.
I actually thought about a stitch in time, but it was an N and not an M. So I just passed over it.
All right. So as you all finish writing out the names and sprucing up the paint, checking the joints, making sure everything's tight and good, Diana is very happy. Thank you, Jazz, so much.
Of course.
I have no idea how long it would take them to get around to fixing this if you hadn't helped. And your friends.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job on the paint. And Victoria's calligraphy is very elegant.
I love the teardrop tattoo.
Oh, yes, that was heel shock.
Victoria has convinced herself that the reason Diana is saying this would take a really long time is because whoever is working on it is magically compelled to forget the names, and so they have to spend a really long time trying to guess them.
So wait, why did I hear a real horse neigh in my head for these?
Well, like I said, they're magical horses, unicorns, and now that you all are finished and the paint is dry, you can all have a free ride. Go ahead and get on one of the unicorns that you painted.
Can I climb to the top?
What?
I want to climb to the top of the carousel and ride up there.
The carousel doesn't move, only the unicorns.
The top of the carousel is it's just a tent top.
Wouldn't you rather ride on one of the actual unicorns?
Doesn't it go round and round?
No, it's just the top of a tent. You can't really. You'd fall through.
There's a horse on top. Let me ride that one.
Oh yeah, there is a horse on top, isn't it?
I think that's just like a logo.
Yeah, that's on top. There's like a metal bar in the middle,
What they call a miniature.
hold
No,
it
no, no.
sticking
It's
up.
big enough for you.
How would you even get up there?
Yeah, climb. I can jump high.
It's a tent.
No. I can't have patrons climbing up the carousel.
What if I just jump?
Hill, we just finished sprucing this whole thing up. You're not going to ruin it.
Just hop on one of the horses and have a good
Just-
time.
Let me try.
You have no idea how much trouble I'd get in if anyone sees you.
Oh, well, I can just become invisible.
Mr. Hillshack, please don't cause too much trouble for my friends.
So you can
Oh.
down by the food court.
All right. I mean, since you asked me so nicely, I guess I'll just ride on Stitches.
Everybody pair up. Victoria, I'd be happy to share a unicorn duet with you.
I was going to ride Stone.
Which one is that?
That's the name that I guessed.
Okay, well, I'll ride the one that's next to Stone.
Actually, not Victoria. I keep confusing the two of you. Archibald, it would be best if you ride yours.
Oh, I have a designate. Which one?
Bold.
Didn't you have Fortune and Bold? I can't tell you why. I think you should ride the one that you fixed up.
Okay.
Clearly, there is a magical reason.
I did do a
Unicorns will
very
come to
good
life.
job of painting it.
And
Oh,
then
wait.
we'll have real life unicorn mounts.
So I have to ride Lilo and Stitch.
Was that the name of the game?
Stitches and snitches and stitches.
Stitches and Stitches.
I believe that was it. I think Fortune and Bold is a better name.
So wait, is it one horse called Fortune Bold?
Yes, they're pairs of horses. One is not one horse is Fortune Bold. Each horse has its own name, like normal.
Okay, so Bold and Fortune are different horses.
Yes.
All right, then I'm gonna attempt to ride both of my horses at the same time.
Okay.
One leg on each.
Yeah, as long as you stay seated.
Would that be seated or would that be standing up?
You would have to be seated.
Is it possible to seat myself on both?
You can try.
How?
All right,
You know,
I'm gonna
pretty much.
try.
How wide are your hips?
Roll
Yeah, this
animal
is what I was
handling.
talking about last night when we were playing Baldur's Gate. The AI in Baldur's Gate never has to worry about things like this.
But the horses can't get closer to each other.
Should that be animal handling or acrobatics?
It's a carousel.
It would be athletics.
Yeah, let's do athletics. Do athletics. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you fell over.
no!
What happens next? They just rip you apart.
They go
There,
different ways.
there is a karma to this.
As you try, you swing your leg over one,
Bloodbath.
and then you try to swing it over the other. You notice the two unicorns both step away from each other, and you fall right down on your face.
No. Oh,
Let's
mama.
see. Is Nine and Stitch behind Moss and Stone or in front?
Can I try again?
Nine and Stitch is the last pair. Moss and Stone is in front of them.
All right. Victoria looks behind her as she hears Hillshack faceplant into the carousel stage. She's like, What are you doing? Have you never mounted a horse before?"
Never mounted two at the same time.
Neither has anyone.
Why would you?
Because they're both my chosen horses.
Just sit on the horse normally.
Fine.
There's a safety guide right there.
I'll get on 9.
You need a seatbelt too.
All right. Jess, are you getting on too?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I will get on ball.
All right. As you all get settled in, the unicorns come to life and they start walking around in circles like they did before. It's very fun, especially for Victoria.
Whee!
Come on,
Yay.
faster.
They're not going to go faster.
Mine will always be in front of yours.
Come on, I'll give you a candy if you go faster.
Now, Hill, Jas, and Victoria, you all hear in your head, you know it's coming from the unicorn, but you hear in your head that that let me make sure I get this right. That the unicorn tells you that it will share 3 secrets about Prismeer.
What is Prismeer?
Is that one of the secrets?
So you say that aloud, right?
Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay. So the let me see.
I mean, I'm guessing I don't already know what Prismeer is, right?
Was it in your letter? I can't remember.
Let me check.
I don't.
I think this is the first time we've been introduced to the name of this domain.
Yeah.
No, I don't know where my letter is. I don't remember how to access it.
It's weird because it says it imparts 3 secrets about Prismeer. Yeah. Oh. Well, it says it can be in response to a question, but it has specific answers, so it can't really be in response to a question. Anyway, it's gonna impart 3 secrets to you. And we're gonna go without a prompt because it's just the same 3 secrets. I don't know why you would have to ask specifically. So, I'm just gonna go in order on my list here. To Hillshack, it would your unicorn would tell you that Scabatha Nightshade has your daughter.
What? Can you
What?
spell that?
Huh?
Can you put that in chat? The name.
Scabatha Nightshade?
Yeah.
Have you never heard that name before?
Was I supposed to have heard that name?
Are you kidding me? You're joking, right?
Are you talking about Granny Nightshade?
No.
Because she was never called Gabitha. She was only ever called Granny.
Scabatha Nightshade has your daughter.
Scabitha?
Yes.
The SKA is silent?
Scabatha. Scab. It's scab. Scabatha.
Oh, I thought you were saying
She lives.
So
Scabitha.
I thought you were saying Gab.
That's what I thought
Gabitha?
too.
The hag.
It's Scabatha, as in I have a scab on my. Whatever. I have a
Why do you
scab.
think I've heard that name before?
Nightshade. It's Nightshade.
Yeah, but Gabitha?
Scabatha.
Scabitha?
Well, I mean, that's
I
her
mean-
first name. Maybe you never heard that, but Nightshade, I figured you'd put it together.
Well, I mean, Hillshack won't.
Oh, what
Is
you
she related
would.
to Granny Nightshade? Are they sisters?
But then again, I'm not writing this to Hillshack, so. Okay,
Could
so
it possibly be?
after she says that, she says, her lair is a dead, hollowed out tree in the sylvan forest.
Scabitha Nightshade, dead, hollowed out tree. And the what forest?
The sylvan forest.
Sylvan forest. Put that in chat too.
I thought you were writing it down.
And then the last thing she says is, wait, what? Oh. She sleeps in a dollhouse and cannot remember the first creature she sees when she wakes. So we're actually getting into the quest now. You guys are finally learning information.
Well, that's
Yeah, this is a
creepy.
lot of information.
Yeah,
What
these.
does that mean, DM? Being unable to remember the first person you see?
Who is in the dollhouse?
It does not explain any more than that. It gives you these three secrets, and that's it.
Factoid?
What's the forest called?
Sylvan?
Sylvan, yes. Okay, Jas. Let's see, you got the unicorn says to you telepathically that Bavlorna Bavlorna Blightstraw has your father's pocket knife. Her lair is a rambling cottage on stilts in the Fey Swamp. And she is allergic to seeing someone run widdershins.
Did you say run with their shins?
Widdershins.
Widdershins. It's a direction.
I see.
Like a dance.
You got all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Victoria, your unicorn says to you that let's see. Endelyn Moongrave holds your years. Her lair is a mountaintop theater. She has foreseen her own death, which happens during the eclipse. All right, you got all that?
I did. Could you post her name? That way I know how to spell it.
Yeah.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not something I would know, but for the running Widdershins, is that using the term Widdershins as in opposite of the sun, or is it using the term Widdershins as in counterclockwise?
It's not gonna tell you.
Dang it. Okay.
Now, Archibald, your unicorn is a little different. Let me see. Your unicorn telepathically says to you that Zybilna of Prismir is frozen in time. The hags have seized control. The domain is split. They have formed the Hourglass Coven. Bablorna, Scabatha, and Indolin have splintered their realms to hither, thither, and yon. The coven is riddled with distrust, and each hag is convinced her sister is plotting against her. You got all that?
Okay, wow, you're very wise for a carnival ride. Could you run me through that one more time?
I'm guessing we all only hear our thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine, I imagine Archibald's unicorn just like rolls its eyes and then repeats itself.
Yeah.
I need to post out my notepad pen. If you give me a second.
It said it so elegantly and mystically.
The second
I was
time it
preparing for
goes,
this moment.
yeah, the second time it goes, look, your deity is in trouble, her sisters are taken over, the place is in ruin, and they don't trust each other. Get in there, yo.
Okay, yes, just maybe one more time. Just dumb it down for me a little bit.
And the ride stops.
Wait. Tell me the third line one more time. I didn't get a chance to write it down.
Sorry, man, the ride stopped.
No, tell me. I'm asking you.
Yeah, it says the hag you seek sleeps in a dollhouse and can't remember the first creature it sees when it wakes.
The hag?
Yes. These are the three hags.
The Hourglass Coven.
The hag I seek sleeps in a dollhouse and can't remember the first creature it sees after it wakes?
Yeah. I assume you all would tell each other these things, but maybe not. Who knows? But I figure since you're all on a quest and you understand that, you have that kind of connection.
I'm definitely bragging about my experience with the magical unicorn.
Yeah, Hillshot takes his own tablets and writes it all down.
Like you literally feel connected to each other. You know what I mean?
I clearly have the magical destiny now that it's been fulfilled.
Mine feels the most straightforward. For seeing her own death during an eclipse, which means like if you ever want to harass her,
That's what
she
I was
won't
told.
confront
The
you
names
during
of
an
my
eclipse.
enemies, and how to destroy them. Seems very straightforward.
She can't remember the first creature she sees after she wakes. What does that mean?
I will smash the Hourglass Coven and save Zybilna.
My daughter's alive. I can't believe it. I always knew.
Did the horse say she was alive, or just that the witch has her?
What? Of course she's alive.
She's not part of the coven. Is she?
I don't think she was involved in the coven.
The names
Actually, that reminds me of a
Bablorna
very
or
famous
Scabatha.
story of a hag that trained a young girl at a very young age to become one of the most powerful sorceresses in the multiverse. Her name's Tasha.
Oh, I've heard of her with the hideous laugh. That's a great
Yeah,
story.
I'm not making up some bedtime story. That's an actual sorceress who has spells named after her,
Well,
who was
I
raised
mean,
by a hag.
They say Bigby was an actual sorcerer, but we all know he was a cartoon character.
Oh, well, he was a cartoon character.
Is
You
that
know-
your daughter's name, Hillshack? Tasha?
No. My daughter's name is blank.
I would kick myself and then
Blink?
eat my own boot if your daughter
No,
were
no, no.
Tasha.
My daughter's name is blank. He says the name, but I can't remember what it is right now, so.
Is it the name of one of those three hags?
It wasn't just his daughter who was taken, but her name was also taken.
Oh, that sounds like witchcraft to me.
Yeah, definitely. Hags were responsible for it.
Yeah, once a fae has your name, you're as good as gone.
They stole her from
No,
time.
the name I can't remember, but I said it last session.
I can't remember either. My memory.
But Chris has the recorded on digital media.
It's too bad there is no
Just
Chris in this
say
game.
a different name, and then later we can say the first name was her middle name.
Yes, her middle name is. I don't remember. I'll think of it later.
You should probably get a notepad. You seem to have a lot of memory problems.
I'll write down one of my stone
He
tablets.
yeah, he doesn't know how to write.
Not to write. Look at these stone tablets I have.
Yeah, that's not writing. That's like
He pulls out a little stone
pictograph.
tablet that looks exactly like a notepad.
Like a Flintstones notepad.
Yeah, it's got like the little stone tablets that flip over. And he pulls out a tiny chisel.
I'm remembering a very like specific scene from the Flintstones where like Fred is talking to a police officer and he has like the notepad out with a chisel.
Well, sounds like we need to go to the Sylvan Wood.
Yeah, my daughter is there. I can't believe it. After all this time.
According to Archibald's prophecy, we need to head hither, tither, and yon.
If what it says
Really
about
what that could be.
if what it says about the hag is true, then I'll be the first creature she sees before she wakes. And then she won't see me, and I'll kill her.
What?
Yeah, she can't see the first creature.
Uh,
Did
what
you
is
say
it?
you kill your own daughter?
Oh wait,
Victoria.
No, the hag.
Victoria is going to very playfully like point in front of her hither, and then point out tither, and then stretch her arm further and yawn. Clearly, we are already hither. We must head tither and go yon.
This is hardly constructive. It's nonsense, Stretch.
I thought it was fun.
oh yes, that was adorable.
It tells us not.
Don't let anyone hinder your spirit and your ability to make jokes and make people laugh, even if no one does.
Yes, I shall become the Witchlight Monarch.
We shall proceed to the, Pixie Kingdom. That'll make us laugh. Ha ha ha.
Was it? It's time for the Bigtop Extravaganza first.
Jas, please come see me again as soon as you come back. I will be missing you. And she looks very red in the face right now.
He smiles and says, I will be back as soon as I can be, and I will bring you some flowers next time.
And then she's gonna curtsy. The best curtsy a centaur can.
I think that fairy is drunk.
This used one of our tickets, right?
No, that was free. She gave it
Oh.
to you free for fixing them up.
Wow. The thing that didn't cost any tickets is the only thing that's given us the most information so far.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you that. Never mind.
I know, it's so tempting, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's like, I just want to tell you everything.
So Jas, are you and the unicorn, or not the unicorn, the centaur, an item?
Oh, no, we're just friends.
Oh, right, just friends.
I have too much love inside me for one person.
Oh.
Are you saying this in front of her? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I would have walked away for sure.
Uh, Victoria would say, "Oh, like those F. Shapely publications."
Ugh, I love those books.
Yes, I heard that uh, Triple S stepsister Succubus has been, how should I say, censored. Although Archibald mentioned that she attends Candlekeep, so maybe they still have copies there.
Should you be reading that at your age?
Hey, this is. She looks at Jast. Between girls? Question mark.
Jess doesn't say anything.
um, what are you guys doing right now?
I imagine we're heading to the Bigtop Extravaganza. It's like a carnival. Do they have like a crier advertising it?
Yes, that's what I was gonna say next. If you guys were heading that way, you're gonna notice there's people shouting, "The Bigtop Extravaganza is about to start. Everyone, make your way. It doesn't cost a ticket, so don't worry." Everybody head that way, and you'll see. Let me see. I need Brandon to give me another investigation check, and everyone a perception check.
Aw. My investigation is -1.
Don't worry, other people will get in on this.
My perception is 0, so can help.
Okay, Jas and Archibald and Hillshack notice nothing. Hillshack, roll me a perception as well. Okay, yeah, you guys notice nothing. Victoria, you notice this time a... Jas, would you have told them about the little girl that you saw earlier?
I mean, probably not, because I saw her
Yeah,
before I met with them.
okay. Victoria, you see a little girl standing between two stalls. Everybody is making their way, and everyone is like laughing and singing and having a good time, and they're all making their way towards the big top. But this little girl is just standing there between two stalls, kind of like back a little bit, not actually out to the front, but it's like slightly shadowed by the stalls. But you can see her well enough. She's wearing a pig mask and holding a large lollipop, but she's not moving. She's just standing there with her head slightly cocked to the side, staring at you. And her skin is gray.
Uh, Victoria will try running up to her.
Okay. There's a lot of people walking this way, so you're you're
To
blocked.
put some context into it, Victoria's like running alongside everyone else. Well, probably not running, but just kind of like she's enjoying the carnival, and so like she's happy to go to the Big Top Extravaganza, and then like she just sees a child kind of standing there and thinks that like, oh, are they lost? Is something wrong? Are they sad? And so she's going over there to try to like, hey, let's go to the Big Top together.
Okay. Well, um, the moment that you start actually moving towards her, which would be kind of like you're moving across a river. The river is rushing in one direction and you're trying to swim across it. The second somebody large enough walks in front of you, she's gone. You don't see her walk away. You don't see her disappear. She's just gone.
I wonder if she's a sorcerer. But that would mean she knows second level spells. Huh.
All right. I guess we're not seeing kettle steam right now.
Victoria rationalizes it in her mind and continues with the rest of her party.
What's that?
Victoria rationalizes the event in her mind as the girl is probably like Fey touched and used Misty Step, and then rejoins her party and heads to the big top.
Of course.
Does anybody want to do anything before we get to the big top, or are we just heading straight there?
Let's head there.
Yeah, let's just head there.
All right. The roof of this tent reaches towards the night sky in 3 swooping peaks, topped with spinning gold stars. Painted wooden panels on the tent's walls whirl with colorful motion, displaying vibrant circus performances. The sound of music and laughter drifts out through the canvas drawers. And let's, I hope this works for y'all. Can you see anything?
Did you switch to a different map?
I need to put you on that map.
It's the
Yes.
same map. Now I see a big top arena.
Oh, is this Witch and Light?
Yes.
And this is a medium Witch, and this is a medium Light?
Those are Witchlight hands. They are what Jazz was. They work for the carnival.
Well, let me ask you, Chris. Have you heard about the dwarf? Was it psychic dwarf that escaped prison?
Huh?
It was a small, medium, at large.
Ah. I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah, it was Jeff Foxworthy's joke.
Really?
Well, who wants to gamble on?
You need to change it to a gnome, not a dwarf.
Oh, right, because they're still medium creatures.
Yeah. So it'd be a medium at large.
A small, medium creature at large.
I ordered that at the Burger Mart.
The
Big-
psionic dwarf who escaped prison. Or not dwarf, the psionic gnome who escaped prison.
You all can put your characters. You can make them come on in. Burly eyes. You can't really tell, but you can see that the pumpkin is staring straight at you, Hillshack, as you enter. And he does the whole little 2 fingers on his eyes, and he points 2 fingers at you.
I do the same thing back to him and then give him the thumbs up.
What message are you trying to send?
Where'd Archibald go?
I love that. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Where am I?
Did you put yourself on the map?
You can be right next to us, darling.
All right. Let's see. We got.
There are 2 hill shacks on my screen.
One's hill and one's shack.
We've got an ogre dressed like a djinn or a genie walking around with a tiny firefly circus. I guess he's holding tiny firefly circus. He's walking around showing everybody sitting in the stands. You got like performers and fire eaters and tightrope walkers and all kinds of stuff in here. As everyone's getting seated. And let's see, let's go to the why isn't there just a connection from this to that? Why do I have to go find it?
There are not actually fireflies, on this individual instrument. It is rather a clockwork mechanism that replicates the idea of little fireflies performing trapeze.
Yeah, it's actually a miniature replica of the big top with little fireflies doing all the kinds of things that you see behind him that other people are doing.
It's quite adorable.
Here it is. I don't know why there's not just a link to this. Why did I have to find it? I always have to find everything. All right. the Bigtop Extravaganza. Spectators file in the big top and file the rows of seats. If the characters join them, read. So I guess I wasn't supposed to read that. The lights dim as everyone finds their seats, and hush falls over the crowd. A second later, a spotlight illuminates a lithe elven figure sitting in a silver hoop suspended above the center ring by sky ropes. The elf wears a dazzling suit of diamond pine mirror and a pair of butterfly wings. His scepter is topped with a spinning vane. So he's like way up. I guess he's up here. Says, "Welcome, one and all, to this evening's extravaganza. I am Mr. Light. Prepare to be delighted." Let me see. So then, like, the lights come up, and all the performers come out, and they start doing stuff, and everybody's loving it. Burley's in there picking up benches of people, like literally benches of people to show you how strong he is. Palasha, who you haven't met yet, is singing to the audience in a big clamshell, in a bathing in a big pool. Candlefoot the mime is playing silent games with the audience members going around. There's a fairy dragon with bright streamers tied to its tail, performing dazzling acts of synchronized flying as a troop of acrobats, clowns, fire breathers parade out. Let me see. So all of this is happening. It's just a big top extravaganza.
Hooray.
Is there a nifty artwork handout that goes with it?
Is there? Do you know something I don't know?
Well, I'm just asking you, because sometimes there is.
No, I actually had to put this thing together myself because they don't have very many artwork things. Oh, you know what? Did I just close that? Big top extravaganza. Ugh. Handout, big top. Yeah, you're right. There's one. There you go.
Oh. Magic.
Now, towards the end of the show, Mr. Light will ask the guests, now, is there any guests in the audience that would like to perform their own acts for the crowd? Anybody?
Us. All of us.
You there!
Victoria fan.
Yeah, it's us.
Everyone give them a nice round of applause. Come on down. Now, what will you be showing us?
Why didn't the rest of my party follow?
Come on, guys. We're all going.
Hello, little girl.
Hello.
I am a magnificent swordswoman, and I will perform a feat of magical, magic.
Jas, are you with these people as well?
Yeah.
Oh, me.
He's with
Victoria
us.
points her
I
out.
did to-
Points them out very apparently. Jess, over
Come on,
there.
come
That
down.
person.
Very quick at making friends. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of our very own Jasses, and apparently her friends have arranged a spectacular performance for us.
Nice of you to join us. Okay, now hold it very still.
Jass's face is like red, and their ears are red, like all the way to the tip. Like, and then Jess will also say, please don't embarrass me in front of my employers.
I
Oh,
didn't. All of your friends that we met at the carnival said that you're one of the best. Surely you can lead us through some nifty little carnival routine.
I'm a maintenance worker.
Like jumping through
Wait, what?
flaming hoops.
I do maintenance.
Huh.
so, little girl, please tell me what you would like to do to dazzle the crowd.
I do have some few skills. However, I never really thought too much about how any of them would be carnival. Uh,
No, no, please, wait. Don't tell us, just show us. And all the spotlights come down just on you four.
Okay, can we have an apple?
An apple has just appeared in front of you on the tip of Mr. Is that Light or Witch? Light, right? On the tip of Mr. Light's rod. He holds out his rod, and apple appears.
Now, Miss Jess, I need you to stand very still.
oh, can I volunteer
Balance
for this?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, stand very still, and I'm gonna balance this apple on your head.
All right. Should I stand further away from you?
No, no, right there, within 5 feet.
But aren't I too close? Aren't you going to shoot the apple off my head?
Shoot! No, if she grasps the hilt of a rapier on her back.
Oh.
Now, stand very still. And she's gonna hit, but not at the apple. Right next to the apple. And then the whatever this spell, a little bit of flame will envelop the tip of the rapier and shoot to the side and hit the apple and like cook it. It's on
Do you
her
like
head.
light the tip of the apple and then
Yeah.
it cooks downwards?
Like the stem of it is a little candle now that's on fire because she cut the air next to it and that made a little flame hop over onto the apple next to it. That's what happened.
Roll performance.
And it's probably hot on your head.
Does she get advantage since I'm helping?
No.
16. Ta-da!
The crowd loves it.
She's very proud of herself.
Victoria?
Yes.
Are
Do I
you...
have to roll a separate one?
No,
Apple's on fire.
I'm just saying, like, she does this. Do you do anything?
Oh, she stands perfectly still as she was told to.
Okay.
She's stabbed right next to your head, like
That's
an inch
fine.
away.
Amazing!
Ta-da!
Victoria does a curtsy with the apple still bouncing on her head.
Calls that one the Phantom Blade.
And then Mr. Light
Amazing.
is going to snatch the apple and take a bite. It's delicious, too. Who's up next?
I'll go.
Oh dear.
He points to the pumpkin head guy. Me and him arm wrestle.
Burley, do you know this man? Well, we met earlier tonight. I don't really know him. Huh.
Yes, they were enemies before. This will be the revenge bout of the century.
All right, sounds good. Let's go. And Witch does a little somersault. Oh, I'm sorry, Light. It's Mr. Light.
He wants
Does
to gamble.
he does a little somersault and
He thinks to-
he holds out his cane or the Witchlight vein, and then a stump appears on the ground. And then Burley comes over.
Let's do this.
Let me find his information real quick.
Got 20 gold on the guy with the top guns.
All right. Give me a strength check.
Strength or athletics?
I mean, tell me how you're going to use athletics to do this.
With strength.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Ugh.
Why? I mean, like, if specifically you're going to do something athletic, I mean, does that... John, help me out here.
Yes.
Is that just athletics check for an arm wrestling thing? Would you think?
If he, so he is proficient in it, which means he does get his athletics bonus,
Uh-huh.
whereas a creature who isn't proficient would use their strength score.
Oh.
So because it is a contest, he would use his athletics. Otherwise, if he were like pushing a boulder or pulling a cart, that's not a feat of athleticism. That's just manual labor.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Go ahead and give me athletics then. Oh, wow. Tell me how this happens.
Do I win?
I mean, you got a 14, he got a 9.
We
I
didn't
win!
see his roll.
Oh, you can't see it. Never mind. Yeah. So tell me how it happens.
It's like a back and forth, and then as I'm like about to lose, like almost touching the other side of the stump, he brings it all the way back in one strong.
All right. Show me a performance.
Oh no.
Performance check.
Ugh. Hold on, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Jess. I forgot to say, everyone has inspiration each game while we're in the carnival.
Ugh.
Rip.
Sadly. No.
Do I get another inspiration for doing the recap?
No.
Aw.
I'm not going to give you several inspirations each game. Come on.
Keep trying. It's
Just for this one time.
Okay, so you do that. You as you're about to lose, you use all your strength. You slam Burley's hand down, and everybody starts booing. Because Burley has been walking around all night. He's been so friendly to everybody. Everybody loves Burley.
What?
Everybody loves Brad.
Was I supposed to do?
I mean, I gotta make up a reason why you lost here. Come on.
But I didn't lose. I won.
Yeah, you won. Burley's impressed. No one else is.
It's not what the crowd wanted.
Well, apparently, you won. If you can call that winning. Anyway, what do we have left? Little girl, Jazz?
Jess, how good are you with words?
I'm good with making words.
Oh, would you be familiar with an old one who's on first?
I'm sorry.
Who's on first?
That is a good question.
I believe that the woman whose name is not Abigail went first.
No, who's on first base? Not Abigail. Are you familiar with baseball?
Everyone in the crowd is starting to whisper.
Well, in baseball, you would have a bat and a ball, a pitcher, a batter, 3 bases, and let's see, who's on first base, what's on second, and I don't know who's on third.
What is happening?
Ah. A joke! A joke, correct?
Come now, Light, you haven't heard of this one either?
Yes, of course. Well, little girl, that's a sort of an old one, I'd say. But would you like to try again?
I see. Not interested, huh? Well, John's out of ideas.
Okay, go ahead and roll performance.
How do you not know who is on third?
I don't know who's on third.
But how do you not know who is on third? Aren't you the one creating the batting order?
Batting order.
Or, the pitch fielders?
Oh, that's a nat one.
The baseball guardsmen, what do you call them?
I feel relatively cheated.
They guard the bases from the balls.
People started getting up and walking out while you were explaining.
I do feel sincerely cheated.
Well, I feel that you did a great
The whole thing practice to circumvent a roll, and I had to roll anyway.
Yes. Well now, Jazz, it seems you're the only one left. What are you gonna dazzle with us?
Do you have a very long roll of paper?
Long roll of paper?
Well, I don't know how you could possibly follow that up.
I can't wait to hear the punchline. No, I don't have any long rolls of paper.
Okay. You need anything fixed, sir?
Jazz, was that another joke?
No, I'm not joking. Here, I'll just do this, and he'll get down and make a catapult,
What?
and then shoot a dagger across the room.
Make a catapult.
Just casually put together a catapult.
Yeah, he'll use magic. It'll be quick.
Okay.
An action.
And what are you shooting across the room?
Dagger.
Alright, go ahead and roll performance.
And he'll also imbue the dagger, so whenever it, I'll do it like from here to thunk into this, and whenever it hits it, it'll go ta-da.
What the hell is that?
For
How the blues is that?
Would you like to use your inspiration?
Alright, I have
Why
my
not?
inspiration too. Dang.
John, I
What is
liked
it now?
I liked that your joke gave you a critical fail, okay? I was really hoping that you wouldn't pass on that.
7.
Oh, I see how it is. I'll remember this for my game too.
Look, I forgot about the inspiration too.
Force you to roll for everything from now on, no matter how mundane or trivial, or even if you have prepared anything.
Yeah, can I get a long rest? Roll for resting.
That one.
Okay, so when you throw the knife or you catapult the knife, it flies over. Everyone's looking, and it hits. Everyone's just staring. And they kind of looking back at you, kind of confused. And that's when Mr. Light, he uses his wand or his scepter, and all of a sudden that knife explodes into fireworks that don't burn anything, but they seem to engulf the ropes and the top of the Bigtop and everywhere, and everyone bursts into applause and oohs and ahs. And okay, you can sit down now. And while that's happening, he tells you that. Good try, Jazz. I never pegged you as an entertainer.
Jess is like hyperventilating, like, I have stage fright. And he runs back over to the stands.
All right.
This right here is why I do maintenance, and I work in the daytime, so I don't have to see people. People can't see me.
Yes, we are the heroes.
So as the fireworks are exploding and everything is beautiful, everyone's like stunned and taken aback by how amazing this display is all over the place without hurting anyone. It's just it's basically an illusion. You hear a loud voice saying just in the background, remember to come back at the end of the night where we will be crowning the Witchlight Monarch. Thank you for coming to the Bigtop. And all the other performers come back out in the middle, and they're just doing all this stuff to, delight everybody. And yeah, that's it for that. Is there anything anyone else wants to do before we call it a wrap?
I want to beat up everyone in the crowd.
What?
I want to beat up everyone in the crowd who booed at me. Beat them all up.
Yes.
Nah, I'm just kidding. But I could if I wanted to. But I don't want to.
All
I
right.
had fun.
All right. Well, since we're not going to do anything else, that's going to be the end of the night. Before we go, Burley is going to walk over to Archibald, and he's going to let her know that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light would love to have a private meeting with her. And he's going to give her...
This is my chance.
Yeah, that's it. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light would love to have a private meeting with her.
I know that this is supposed to be a private meeting, but I need all of you to help me. And sneak in.
Sneak into the private meeting? Got it. This potion of invisibility will work wonders.
Yes, exactly. Just in case this all goes south.
Yes. Follow me. Management would like to see you.
Yeah, and he didn't hear me say it.
Alright, I'm gonna go hide and drink the potion of invisibility and then follow behind Archibald.
So, as we end this session, we're going to be walking. I'll just show you where Burley's going. This is where you all will be following him, walking out, and right through, as he walks over here, the passage of trees just opens, and you all follow him into the darkness.
Wait, we're all following him?
I figured you would be.
Thought that it was just supposed to be Archibald.
Well, he didn't say specifically Archibald. He just went up to Archibald and said that they would like to see you.
Oh. Well, if I don't have to drink the potion of invisibility, then I'm not gonna drink the potion of invisibility.
Yeah, I didn't think that I was supposed to be going either.
I thought that I
I asked you to come.
would have had to sneak.
Well, let me read it real quick again. Maybe I'm wrong.
You can still sneak, you'll have an advantage.
The characters receive an invitation to meet.
But I would ask all of you to come. Because I'm not going to go alone. Am I crazy?
At the end of the show, early invites the characters who took the stage and impressed the crowd to meet.
Anyone not want to come?
You know what? I think you're right, because it says at the end, Burley invites any characters who took the stage and impressed the crowd. So he's really only inviting Archibald. So
But still, I'm inviting all of you because I'm not going alone.
Burley doesn't care. He only cares that Archibald comes. So
I'm not really phrasing it like a request. More like a, let's go.
so it's up to you if you want to go with her.
I'll go.
Justice League assemble.
Come on, Jess.
Victoria,
Come too.
Jess.
I don't know if I can face them after that embarrassment.
Oh, come on. Just put on your biggest smile and smile.
Prepared for
They all love your smile. And I thought Victoria's joke was funny. Had me rolling.
You know, you might not be the sharpest knife in the toolkit, but you're very charismatic and good to look at. I'll go.
Good to look at.
Wunderbar.
How about you, Victoria? Are you gonna go with them?
I don't know.
All right, we'll leave it for next time then.
Oh, come on, puppets. We have so much fun together.
So, I'm going to. Well, actually, I'm going to ask this before I stop the recording. Comments, questions, concerns. I would love to get feedback. And not about the beginning. I was way flustered when I first started. I've been tired and trying to put it all together, and I was just not feeling well. But anyway, besides that,
No, you
besides
did a
the
great job.
start of the today. Oh, thank you.
Just keep on
Um,
giving us like NPCs to play with, 'cause we're never gonna run out of shit to say.
yeah, I was gonna say I think that roleplay and NPC dialogue is probably your strong suit, so you should lean into that.
We at all times need at least one goblin to talk to.
Okay.
And I think the only other thing is it's not like we've been playing a long time, so it doesn't really bother me. But just as like DM advice is to let your players tell you what they're doing. Don't tell your players what they are doing.
At what point did you feel like I was pushing it?
Oh, it's just like like when you're like, we're like, oh, you do this, and it's like, oh, well, I hadn't really thought about doing that,
Oh.
you know.
Hmm.
Like instead, like if you want to like tell us about something maybe we didn't notice
Yeah,
or that we needed to think about, like
like kind of the
just
way you
saying,
phrased things. Like when we got on our unicorns, like we didn't pick them. You told us which ones we were on.
yeah, which I mean, you kind of backtrack that and had the NPC be like, oh, well, like you really should pick one that you want that you did, because something magical might happen. Like that's a good way of doing that. But like you know, you're as the DM,
Mm-hmm.
you control everything but your players. Like
Mm-hmm.
your players control themselves and their characters.
Okay, I'll work on that. It's difficult because I'm trying to push the what it says, but yeah, definitely I'll try to pull back from telling you anything that you guys do.
Yeah. I mean, and you can still like cuz if you put the hint out there, your players will usually pick up on it unless they're just being defiant. And then if they're being defiant, just let them suffer the consequences.
If we're wasting too much time, feel free to tell us what we're doing. We
Mm-hmm.
will get lost.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and don't tell your players the DCs of stuff.
Did I say that?
You said it's a 10 DC when we were doing the cupcake eating contest.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
probably that's probably not so bad though, since we had to roll over and over again.
I say a lot of things that I'm probably not supposed to say because then at one point I was reading something and then it said and tell the characters. I'm like, oh, I'm not supposed to be saying this out loud.
Yeah, it's okay. Like really, like I had a great time. Nothing really bothered me. That's just
Yeah,
like
Alex.
advice to work on, like because I completely understand. Like there's times where I want to get you guys to do something, but I also am like, but I can't like force their characters to do it. And so I need to like drop hints or like have NPC dialogue that will lead the characters to where I want them to go instead of me being like, oh, you guys go here or you do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not like a professional, I'm just sharing.
No, I got you. I want to know. Like, I want to work on the things that
Yeah,
I
most of the
can.
time we'll do whatever you want anyway,
John,
because we like to move forward.
Yes.
anything?
I mean, I would have liked to give my joke, but oh well.
You didn't finish the joke?
Mm.
It's a pretty long joke, but oh well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What was the punchline again?
It's just a play of words. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. Is on third, and it is meant to go back and forth as Archibald. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not. Alex leaning into it, where like, how do you know? How do you not know who's on third? I don't know who's
Like,
on third because the person's name is I don't know.
I tried to lean into it, but I don't know how far you wanted to get into that particular bit.
Yeah, it is a pretty long bit.
I feel like we need to like rehearse that. If you,
Okay, so in
I
the
have
future I'll back off on some things and not try to push.
in that particular one, you had to push to ask who is on first, because that's who's on first is who. But you're
mhm.
supposed to ask who's on first. But that could go on for like an hour.
It could, especially if the other person doesn't know how to break the cycle.
So I think we got as much out of it as we should have. That's my opinion. It was very well done, John. I appreciated it.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. Okay. You gave me some food
But
for thought. Oh, go ahead.
uh, I guess not to linger on the joke thing. That's a more of a John griping thing. But more to the point of giving a more general advice. Uh, kind of like when Martel was trying to figure out the invisible box in that dungeon in Kayla's game.
Mhm.
Um, if the player has prepared something beyond rolling, uh, try to see where it goes. Again, it's fine that it's a long-winded joke. Alex is right, but do try to lean into it because usually the players trying to do something to impress the table. And honestly, it is just to get out of rolling, but you know.
So,
Let us get 90% of the way into it before you ask for a roll.
Um, yeah, I'm not really sure how helpful that advice is.
yeah, I'm
Going,
still learning about when I should step in and when I should just sit back. So
I think
I'll
generally you should ask for a roll like as few times as possible. Like unless what we're doing it's way up to chance.
Well, I'm assuming that the module probably calls for a roll there.
yeah, it did.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
what I'm describing you think is entertaining, maybe don't you don't have to ask for a performance. You can just decide that I'm doing the performing without an independent need to test for it.
Right, right.
That
I'm
discretion.
there is a point to which I decided I don't like. There's a lot of things I want to take liberty on, but I decided before I started that I'm gonna try to stick to the module as close as possible, just because I don't want to go way off the rails.
Yeah, but where it says like ask the PC to perform X, test, you can just decide that we narrated past that need for a check. Sometimes.
I see what you're saying. Like, I was actually hoping that Victoria rolled a low number because I don't see how um, the way like a long drawn out joke like that. I don't see an
Just the way you
entire.
can say we would succeed without
I
a
love
check,
that
you can say
joke.
it will fail.
No, it's a good joke. I'm just saying, like in the coliseum of people waiting for something amazing. You know what I mean?
If there's no chance that even 1 in 100 that she would succeed on that, you don't need to have a performance roll. You just say that it bombs.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. By the way, um, did any of you know that there was a planeswalker in this module?
Uh, yes, because people like talking about planeswalkers for some reason on the internet, and that was like a highlight of this module, especially since planeswalkers aren't mentioned in Ravnica or Strixhaven,
I just
which
assumed
are
the entire
actually Magic
circus
the
was
Gathering, settings.
because it travels between dimensions, so isn't the whole thing a planeswalker?
Well, no. Eliwick Tumblestrum is a planeswalker specifically. That makes she's like god tier.
Yeah, but the whole like the circus travels between dimensions.
No, she
The
doesn't stay
circus,
with the circus all the time. She
yeah, but
does
the
her own
circus
thing.
itself travels between dimensions. So do the
Yeah,
planeswalkers do.
but like a planeswalker is a specific. It's a
Yeah, but
specific thing in Magic, the
isn't the
Gathering.
whole circus better than one planeswalker?
I just thought it was interesting because it's Magic the Gathering, and that's where Chrome came from. He came from a
Why is
planeswalker
she sending me letters? Huh?
because she knows.
I'll have to ask her about that.
Maybe you'll see her again.
What kind of deck should she have? Blue, white?
Huh?
What color are her decks?
Dex?
What color in Magic is she?
I assume she's green.
White, green?
I don't know for sure, but I assume she's green.
I hope so.
So
Well,
wait, when you say planeswalker, you actually mean the magic kind of planeswalker?
Yeah, she's a card from Magic the Gathering.
That's what I was saying. Like, Ravnica and Strixhaven are Magic the Gathering settings, but they never explicitly use the word planeswalker. So, like,
Ravnica is cool.
one of the highlights of that everyone talks about on the internet for uh, uh, the Witchlight Carnival is like they finally acknowledge that planeswalkers exist, guys.
Yeah, and especially with a planeswalker that specifically loves to tell everyone that she's a planeswalker and one of the best in the universe.
Wait, are we planeswalkers?
You could be if you ignite your
I don't
spark.
know. I'll do that.
If you learn the plane shift spell.
What is that? A wisdom save?
All right. Well, thank you all for playing tonight. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get to bed and I'm gonna stop the recording.
Thanks for running, Chris. That was fun.